are live. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to our Tuesday session because we're running a little bit late today, but it's okay because we have snacks. Snacks.
I don't think you can see the spread, but it's quite a spread.
It is a big spread. I'll do one of these just so everybody can see. We've got pita crisps, we've got spinach dip, we've got spanish pita. We're going Greek today.
So not only is
and then we
Jordy
have
amazing.
We're European.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
Ish.
Yeah, he also gives us snacks.
Yeah, because you've got the Dutch cookies.
Somebody took these away from me because I've eaten like 3.
Yeah, they're
So
literally
good.
just butter cookies covered in
I know.
Yeah,
salt.
it's basically shortbread and
it's
like
sugar.
demerara
Yeah.
sugar.
Not salt.
Sorry,
Oh boy, I'm just gonna leave it.
Wow.
It's like
Yeah.
rock
Yeah.
salt.
I had a 2-hour
I
nap
don't want
before
that.
I
Let's
rolled.
get these nice
Jordy
and
also
Frankly,
called
right
me
under.
Star Wars movie, Star Trek.
No, I
I'm just
didn't.
gonna put that on
No,
camera.
I didn't. I'm not on blast. What? This is not my pencil.
I don't know. It's on the table, so I thought it was yours maybe.
No, not,
You want it?
Yes. What? No. Anyway, we are live. Hi.
Hi.
We're people. We're Dicecream.
We are people.
We like sandwiches.
I'm a person. Other adjectives are up in the air right now, though.
Adjectives.
Oh, yes.
Words.
So on today's topics,
Descriptors.
the history of pastrami.
Whoa.
I don't
Pastrami.
know
So
the
good.
history of pastrami, but I did learn about the history of... What did I learn about recently? What podcasts? I started a statement, and I'm just going to say, someone please take...
Back to you, Jordy!
Yeah, back to me.
We're
You
gonna
know the
throw-
Michael Scott,
wait,
like,
wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna start
wait,
what I'm
wait,
talking,
wait.
saying, and then...
We
If
have
we're
a
gonna-
Jesse
Yeah,
eye.
I thought I had a
If
thing.
we're gonna throw podcasts out there, I have 2
Oh,
to
yeah.
plug, and
Yeah, do it.
one that I'm just enjoying.
Okay.
You
I
would.
got a bonus one. It came with it.
Raquel and I just did an interview for the Animation Station podcast. Raquel plays Claudia on Dragon Prince.
Sweet.
The episode's
Yeah,
out, but their most recent episode was with Carlisle and Maru, who were the animation directors on the
You guys might
show.
have heard of this little show called Dragon Prince.
Oh yeah,
No
it's
big deal.
Dragon Prince related content.
Living under a rock.
So if
Yeah.
you want to get an idea of like the animation and like the process it takes to make a show like Dragon Prince, check it out. It's the
That's
Animation
cool.
Station podcast. Oh, it's so fucking cool. And I just did an episode of the Hot Brown Morning Potion podcast.
Oh, wow. What a name.
It's
It's
That's a
certainly
bit for Dragon
memorable.
Prince
Can you
also.
repeat that again?
the Hot Brown Morning Potion podcast.
That's a good bit.
That's what I
like
make
that bit.
every day.
And I just did a nice little interview with Tamika and Haley there, and it was
That's
really
really
nice.
great.
And
Cool.
I think it's out in a month or something, but I think their current episode has Jason, who plays Viren, on it, so check it out. It's a good time. And also, listen to Dolly Parton's America. It's a great podcast. I've been enjoying it.
Dolly.
I love Dolly.
Let's replace all white supremacists with Dolly forever.
Deal.
Can we?
We can.
Can we?
And we will.
No spoilers, but have you guys all caught up on Dragon Prince?
No.
Yes.
No,
No.
I
I
haven't-
just got a TV yesterday, so.
That's a good reason to talk about that.
I just literally got a TV yesterday.
Remember when the thing happened with those people and that fucking,
That was cool.
Yeah.
fucking sweet,
I'm gonna
bro.
use this
I
video.
will only accept the current storylines of it was all a dream, it was fake.
And I used to read Upward Up magazine.
Right?
Yeah.
I've had a ton of 3D printing going on in the background, which has been super fun. Like,
Yeah, like this.
So these are neat little cool things. We printed,
Ah!
printed
Very
out some
fun.
bookmarks.
So cute.
Like some nice little D20 bookmarks
Those are
we use for
kawaii
our
as fuck.
campaigns. We're using them in our books. The nice thing with these, they're like super small, super easy. They take like half an hour to print, and there's so many designs between Harry Potter stuff and D&D stuff and like assorted
For
just
nerds.
Nintendo stuff. Like there's the
Nerdy nerds.
GameCube logo is at the top of one, which is super cool. So I'm gonna print out a bunch of those. I think and just like have those cool little stocking stuff.
What about like
Yeah.
pagan designs?
Yeah. You can literally just search bookmark topper and it'll just list, I think there's something like 3,000 different
Wow.
types.
Providing for all
Images.
types of nerds.
Exactly. Yeah.
All of the
Um,
nerdy niches. Nerdy
Well, all
niches.
nerds need
Even
a
the
job.
lame ones.
But yeah,
Oh,
I
there's
think
the
other
top.
than that, we're pretty
Or bottom.
good. We're
Or side by side these.
Yeah. Your switchy
I
top.
was a
I miss what you got.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining
everybody's
switchy
just gonna
tops.
snack today. Today's the day of snacking.
You want to
so.
switch out
It's our
every
pre-Christmas
day
day
with a
feast.
switchy
Or
top.
pre-Festivus, pre-Yule.
You know what? It is. It is our. This is
pre-Yule.
our Christmas feast. Happy Christmas.
happy, yeah.
Happy
Happy Merry.
holidays.
Happy Merry.
Happy
Thanks,
holidays.
Dirty. Aren't you an angel
Thank you.
for bringing so many lovely snacks and everybody else who contributed?
Thank you, Costco.
Yeah.
This
Sponsor us.
spread
But
provided
only
to
if
you
you're
by
good.
Costco. For
Costco is actually, they are really good to their workers, supposedly.
They
From what
are.
I've
Actually, I know
read.
somebody who's worked
Yeah.
at Costco for like
That's
14
good.
years. And
They pay
Wow.
high wages, they give benefits, they give like a good work-life balance.
Oh.
Apparently they're really good.
Yeah, the hours are
Trader
fantastic
Joe's,
for every
right?
kind
Is
of
it a
thing.
tweet that we're
They're closed on all
screenwriting?
I don't know.
holidays.
But
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Let's play Dungeons and Dragons and stop talking about Costco.
Why are we talking about Costco?
Are we still
So,
on stream?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, I'll
fuck.
talk more about Dolly Parton. That could-
Okay.
That I'm cool
Please
with that.
do.
Or Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my god.
Let's
Sorry.
do Dungeons and
Okay,
Dragons.
okay.
We'll see you guys
I
back
will
here
talk to you
in
about
1
Dolly.
minute.
We're gonna fight Dolly Parton.
Carrie-
Love
Stan
that.
Dolly.
We are.
Stan
Love
Dolly.
that.
Yeah, we all love Dolly.
We love Dolly. She's a treasure.
We all need to go to Dollywood. That's all.
Oh my
I would
God,
love
what a
to.
dream.
Yeah. So anyway,
Feel very under-
jumping into tonight's
prepared
episode,
for Dolly Parton. I don't know why.
we pick
Too
up
young.
with
Gen
the
Z.
party having made their way into the Amber Temple,
You'll pick up on the DP.
slowly
There's
starting to make their way through the second floor
Double penetration.
until
Yeah.
eventually realizing that one of the figures kneeling before a statue in the center of the bottom chamber was somebody that Casimir had some kind of a relation to. A figure you now know who went by the name Rahadin. An evil, truly despicable dark elf based on, sorry, not dark elf, dusk elf. Based on
Motherfucker.
everything that you had heard from the story that Casimir explained of him being the one who betrayed the dusk elves, slaughtered all of the women, and prevented the ability for them to continue on their lines, essentially living out what they knew would be the death sentence for their race. But moving on from there, you found yourselves into a treasure room, breaking down one of the doors, diving through piles of treasure, an invisible amber golem in the corner of the room, beginning to wreak havoc.
What else?
But finally being dispatched, as too was the Arcanoloth, the odd fox creature that was hiding inside the statue that nobody saw, thanks to Casimir having greater invisibility and casting a very high-level magic missile up the butt.
Right up the butt!
Up the butt.
God, it's so nice when Casimir is honest and cool.
Yeah.
What's
You-
that like?
You have the doctor
I don't know her.
speak to both of the dead figures. Apparently, though, both of them able to see through the guise that the doctor adopted and unable to give more than rudimentary information, but still had some fun with that. And Les having a rather interesting experience with a dragon character that seemed to awaken some long-hidden sorcerer powers within his bloodline.
Awaken something within me.
We'll see.
OnlyFans.
Making your way back downstairs across the floor one more time through the treasure chamber and eventually through a small crack in the wall, you found yourself in a room with 3 large amber blocks, as well as 5 rotting wooden crates, all still sealed
Oh boy, me too.
on the floor. A large staircase at the far side of the room, and that is where we pick things up today. After Casimir touched one of the stones, turned around, began to wither away in front of you, and explained that he finally had the power to bring her back. So,
Okay, can I just clarify some things? So these little blocks are
the little blocks are the boxes.
boxes.
Yes.
And that's what he touched?
No,
No.
he touched the
You
amber
touched them, your wall
block.
will get lighted.
The amber block on this side, which is the big.
What side? Point what here? In here?
No, these.
Okay.
Those are the amber blocks. I just don't have figures.
Oh, that's
that
totally
are
fine.
this
I was confused as to what.
Yeah,
what
so
those
those are
were.
the
Okay.
3 amber blocks in the room. The little ones are the boxes.
Okay. Which
he,
one?
He touched the one closest to me.
Closest to you.
Correct.
Okay.
Anyway.
So he walked over, touched that one, seemed to have a moment of recognition, and then a few seconds later stepped away from it
Yeah.
and began to wither away
Yeah,
in front of
Les
you.
and I vaguely noticed, but didn't actually notice.
Yeah, you noticed him, like, you kind of look over and like, oh, Casimir's over there, cool. Oh, Casimir touched the block. Oh, that's not really cool. Oh, Casimir! And he's just, like, started
Have
to
we,
wither.
have
But
we
he-
all taken notice of this?
I want to say Leaf is eating
It's
right
up,
now.
it's up to you. You were all doing this very stealthily, so I don't know if you wanted to break stealth and actually talk. It's
I will
up to you.
straight up break stuff. Casks, what the fuck, buddy?
And you see, like, his face has just kind of, like, started to slough off in little bits and places.
What
here.
the actual?
You're not looking so hot, pal. What's going on here?
Yo, the lawyer's going to become a skeleton. Somebody's help him.
I can't see that well in here. What's going on?
I bring out one of my globes of light and float it near Casimir's face.
Like, can you float it right under his face so it's like a spooky
Oh, put that
flashlight?
shit away.
He essentially
But,
looks like
like-
the Crypt Keeper from...
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Is he Skeletor?
he's not Skeletor. He does still have some flesh on his face, but the flesh is, like, rotted and come right down. He essentially looks like a zombie, but still has all his regular capabilities, can still speak, still moves with his normal speed. It appears to just be, like, as if his body is withered away, but his strength remains.
Do I know what just happened to him?
You honestly don't.
Leaf, is this like a dusk elf? Like
It's
a
most fucking definitely.
guys like hit like 300.
This is
and
not
it
what
just
we
starts
do.
going up.
We might like
Casimir.
spiders, but we don't.
Casimir,
I
Lose
was
our
offered
skin.
the gift.
from what? Explain. Talk now.
I went over, based on the conversation that we had had with the Arcanoloth, and the explanation of what happened there. Apparently these amber blocks contain gifts. The first one that I engaged with, I touched it, and the block spoke to me.
How did you engage with it?
I touched the block, and it it offered me a gift. It said, you have lost much in your life, but what you care for isn't truly gone. Accept my gift, and one can be returned to you as if they were simply waking from a deep slumber. I have to believe that is what will revive my sister.
I mean, do you have any other dead relatives that we might be talking about?
I mean, my ancestors, but my sister and I would be the only ones who would have died in the last several hundred years.
Can I do like a medicine check on him just to make sure there isn't? Or actually, no. Fuck. Can I like? Yeah, actually, I want to do a medicine check on him to see if there's like he's not bleeding out on us or there's some like.
Yeah,
Also,
go and make
Can I
medicine
assist?
check.
Insight
Yeah,
check?
at advantage. Yeah, go for it. Medicine check.
I always forget to do this to him, and I feel like it's...
Oh, he's trying to.
What are you
Well,
inside?
I'm about
Okay,
to
yeah,
get
good question.
stabbed if he's lying.
Basically, if he's telling us the whole truth
Well, that one was.
about what happened with the block, and if I feel like his motivations
You roll
are
at advantage?
suspect.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Medicine.
28.
28. Insight.
26.
26. Okay. Medicine check for him. He should be dead. Looking at him, you start to lift up his shirt and look at him. His organs have all started to rot away inside his body.
Gonna put that back.
There's just green and black, sludgy blood almost that seems to have run down his bones. That's kind of hardened on them. He looks like someone that you would imagine you would find in a crypt, probably having been dead for 30 years, 20 years.
How does he smell?
He smells truly horrific.
Casimir, you're gonna have to ride on the outside of the caravan on the way back, but
Did
I
they
don't
tell
know
you
what
what
to
the
tell
price was for this?
For your insight check,
Yeah.
it seems to be being pretty honest.
For once.
For once.
He's always
what
been
the
honest
price
with
was?
It's just what
There was no price. It was simply a gift that I was to accept or walk away from.
I've got to be honest, this doesn't look like much of a gift right now.
Yeah, right?
But he kind of looks at his hand, and you can see he kind of flexes his fingers a little bit, and there seems to be a glowing ember in the center of his palm, and he's just, it's that. I can feel it.
You're willing to give up your own life for your sisters.
Well, he's not dead.
I was willing to do it then. I did not know if it would take my life or not, but I would be.
I don't think it's done much for your longevity, but I guess time will tell.
He seems like, aside from some weird shit's going on with the dude, and
Should we open these crates? Maybe the crates will explain.
So
more.
who
I don't
wants to
wanna
touch one
touch-
of the other blocks now?
100% gonna touch a block.
No.
you serious?
Well, yeah, I'm not. I don't have to take it. I'm
So
just
what happens
curious.
if you refuse
How
the
do you
gift?
know
Yeah.
that?
If this is what happens when you accept a gift,
Casimir said you could walk away.
Hold on, you guys. I think I might have a solution to this.
Rick?
I'm gonna walk over.
Yeah, I'll send
Wait.
the imp
No,
to touch it.
No,
Les.
just trust me.
No,
I'm
no,
not.
I
just
see
I want to see what
just
happens.
trust me.
Les, what are you doing?
No,
I'm
but
gonna-
we trust Kevin. We don't trust Les.
I'm gonna
I
walk,
want to see what happens to our good friend Les.
I'll walk over to the other amber block.
Yes,
Okay.
wonderful.
This one?
The opposite one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the opposite one.
This is the one that
I'm
he
not-
touched, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cast
No,
shot.
no,
No,
the
this
the
one.
skulls.
Yeah, that's
the,
right,
the
sorry,
skulls
this
of the
guy.
amber blocks. These are just
Right.
crusty
Okay,
blocks.
so, but this is the one that...
Crusty
Oh.
boxes.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Loot box.
What?
no.
What?
No one wants a
Oh,
crusty
no.
box.
No, no one does.
Crusty boxes in the
no.
plane of water means something completely different.
So,
Oh.
I read a
Les,
play about
Is
that.
it
walking
wet?
over, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna kind of,
downhill.
after everything that had gone down before, having, feeling new sensations about magic and everything, feeling younger body
New
changing.
sensations.
Yeah.
that were always
Um,
there.
I'm gonna kind of slowly just kind of put my hand out, not touching it,
Okay.
away from it, and just kind of looking behind because I want to kind of see if I can block what I'm doing from everybody because I don't know if I'm ready to. If they're ready to see if I can do magic yet, but
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check. This will be against everybody's passive perception.
15.
15. The doctor and Alith.
Sorry,
notice-
15?
15.
I noticed as well.
Oh, you notice as well.
That's
So
fine.
half the party notices.
Well,
like,
that tracks.
Les,
To be
so-
fair.
We're all like,
Also,
what is
Seth,
Les
you
doing?
see Les begin to bring his hand up, and then kind of bring his other hand up and just start tracing his finger through the air. And all three of you, being spellcasters, know exactly what this is.
When did you learn magic?
Hey,
Les,
hey,
I know
buddy.
something woke up
And then
you, but
I'm
you might
gonna
wanna share that with the party.
Cast Mage Hand,
Cast Mage Hand, okay.
and
Nice.
then the hand, kind of ethereal hand, goes from mine,
Yeah.
kind of like a puff of smoke.
Yep. and touches
Where
against the block.
And then
tricks.
and then it's gonna touch
Yeah, so
the
that's a
amber
YouTube
block.
channel.
So
That's
you feel
what
it
happened,
press
YouTube
against the
channel.
block and the fingers splay out. Nothing happens.
100%.
Let's touch the block.
No.
Touch the block, buddy.
No, I'm good.
You made your hand do it.
The hand thing, that was really cool, though, and that would have come in handy.
Will it come in handy? Is that what it's gonna do?
In the future.
Let the jokes fly, everybody. Get it out of your fucking systems now.
Oh, it won't.
Not like the crusty
However-
box.
A few seconds after casting Mage Hands, you hear simultaneously 5 loud cracks in the boxes within the room.
Oh,
The
they're the
boxes?
fucking things!
Yeah, they're boxes.
They're
They're
boxes.
boxes.
Okay, I mend all of them simultaneously. Oh, this'll fix.
Shit.
Cool.
Alright, what's going on?
So, you hear a sharp crack in
Hey, we're
each
in
of the
the Amber
boxes,
Temple, dude.
and turn to see the wood on the sides of the crate splintering before bursting open, spilling forth black soil and rot onto the ground.
Spawn.
A pale, clawed hand reaches out from within. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Woo!
So we have
that tracks.
Yeah.
5 vampire spawn with a trigger after a spell was cast.
Oh.
I just wanted to touch him, guys.
You can still touch it.
To touch the blocks.
You
wanna
can
stop
only
it,
move the
you can
boxes
touch
at this
Oh,
point.
I intend to.
You're gonna lose your good looks. You're the charismatic one in the
What
group.
the?
Yeah, so we can roll
Not
some
anymore.
boxes.
Wait, to roll an advantage. Haha!
Now I'm gonna be the looks.
I fucking love this
Couldn't
roll.
read that. Here.
Oh,
You opened it, then made a
I've been slowly building it up to be able to
That
go to
was
the
great.
sorcerer. I have 14 charisma.
Oh, I'm still at 20.
Well, I know, but out of every who else? Oh, I probably ought to be able to. Never mind. Forget what I said.
I've
Done.
got 8. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. You know what? I'm proud of you, buddy.
Fuck yeah, spawn.
It's your best friends, the spawn.
Okay, guys.
Get to repay them from all the fuckery they caused us last time.
We'll get them to touch the amber blocks.
Yeah,
That will
push
be-
their face in the
That
blocks.
won't backfire at all.
What? They're already dead. They'll just-
Yeah. Do you don't think that the undead can still be given gifts?
Well, that's something we do a lot in my religion. We'll like give them something. Well, they're just fully dead. But you know, you'll like leave them something, and they'll just hang out. It's
Okay.
kind of a nice thing.
Initiative's 25 to 20.
21.
20.
21.
20.
Nice.
Did I beat you for initiative?
A natural 20.
I rolled 11.
21, 20, 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get a big one.
11 and a 5, so 20 was my best.
Did you roll an advantage again for your initiative?
We took a short rest,
That
right?
one was from.
We
did.
took a short rest.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
took a
friend,
short
I
rest.
was elbow in your face.
Attuned to the new item.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't mind this.
Oh yeah,
much.
I didn't update my
It was
character
nice.
sheet.
I'm still cooking with
Should-
gravy. Don't worry.
Should look at this baby so I understand
Look
what's
at
happening.
this.
20 to 15.
Oh, yeah.
16.
Laura. Time for you to kick some ass.
Alright, so.
How much?
15 to 10.
I got 11.
11.
11.
Oh, nice.
Does sunlight? What does that?
Yeah, that'll.
What does it do to me?
Yeah.
you wanna go first?
When I'm in bright sunlight, I'm attacking
You're
at
the undead
disadvantage.
master.
That's true.
We don't want
I'm
that.
about to try something on old.
Yeah.
The nice thing is because you can control the
I was
level.
just
I
gonna
got
say,
some
can
stuff
you
too now.
control it like?
Yeah, so you can shrink down. So bright sunlight, yeah, the minimum it can do is 10 feet around the blade.
Right, right.
So 2 squares away from you, which Elite will almost always be more than that away from. So
Okay.
you're not going to be attacking
I don't remember anyone.
disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I mean, she's right beside me currently, so
But that's only, yeah, so it's, but it's also like where movement takes you and everything.
yeah.
But if
okay.
she has the blade not at full brightness,
I would
it
just
doesn't
be
have
a
any
break touch.
disadvantage, right? So
Yeah.
if it's at full brightness.
I was just curious if it was like literally a touch thing. To
so
like, give me a
if
wish
it's at
without
its
me
lowest
touching it.
brightness, it's bright light in 10 feet around you.
No doubt.
Okay.
So
All the
if you
wishes.
are within
You know,
10
I
feet
guess
of
what
her,
you've
you'll
learned
be
is
attacking
that
disadvantage.
So I am
traders do not
attacking
be
disadvantage
little
now?
babies.
Yes.
Well,
Unless-
not
But if she
magically
moves or
either,
if
so-
you move away, then it
I
mitigates
mean, they
that.
have
Already
Triton abilities.
Yes.
quick
wow, so-
note.
was it?
Considering I forgot everything, that
Oh,
includes-
right. So your weapon, you're going to be, because I'll just do the greatsword because that'll be what most of it is.
Yeah, but it's also the.
So it's plus 9 to hit.
Oh, it was plus 10. I've been. It's a plus
With
10.
Should only be plus 9 because it's plus 4. Oh, wait. Or is your proficiency bonus is plus 4 now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry, it's plus 10.
Yeah,
so
mine
it's
is
plus
plus
10 to
4
hit. and then damage will be +6. So 2d6 + 6 damage.
Yeah, I was also thinking, because did I give you the shield? Or have I still?
I have it. I'm just.
Yeah, okay, great.
Did you want to attune to it over the short rest? You would have had time. No? Okay.
I will mention that I had already ignited the sword.
Yes, you have.
But
Yeah, you
I
were keeping it
forgot
in the small
everything
range.
Yes.
There. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
So, top of the round, we've got the doctor and one of the spawn moving first. Who's acting first?
Which spawn is it?
It is
Next to
All of them.
1, 2, 3, 4. This one.
That guy.
Where the
Okay.
hell am I?
You're right here.
Oh, that's cool.
So
All right.
the two of you are acting simultaneously. You get to decide who acts first.
I'll take the first hit
Okay,
then.
it's all you.
Okay, so what I want to do is, because of that spawn adjacent to me right there,
Sorry, you've got it.
so I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find
At
that
home.
level and correct the cast.
I mean, like, that's cool.
Can you pass me Hispanic?
oh yeah, 1 or 2.
Oh shit, nice.
Oh, damn.
Cool.
Yeah, I dipped it in the spinach
Yeah.
dip. And
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
So what I
Yeah.
want to do
spinach
is
and spinach.
burning hands on the one
That's my favorite
closest to me.
class.
Spinach and spinach.
Okay.
Spinach and
Burning
spinach.
hands creates a radius effect though, so you're gonna hit.
Oh, does it a radius?
It should be, yeah. I think it's a 15-foot radius.
Well, maybe I'm a fool. Yeah, I'm
It's
a
a
fool.
15-foot cone. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. There isn't really a way for you to only hit the spawn.
I see. I can disengage as an
As
action,
an
right?
action.
That's fine. Okay, well, I'm going to disengage as an action and pull back here.
Okay.
So I've got a good line on that guy.
Alright. So that's your action.
That is my action.
Anything as a bonus?
I don't believe I've got anything I can drop as a bonus. No,
Alright,
No,
that'll be
Kaylee,
Doctor's
did I
turn.
give you the
Next up is the
rapier?
first of the spawn. Spawn is going to turn to its closest adjacent ally, which will be Leaf.
Nice.
Or enemy, I should say. So Leaf, this is going to be 2 attacks against you.
Cool.
First one is going to be a claw attack. It's going to come raking across with one of the claws.
Rake it.
That is an 18 to hit.
Okay, that misses.
yo.
That misses.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck
I got a
yeah.
19.
Oh, actually, remember your icon.
Yeah, oh, and it has this.
Attacks are disadvantaged
So,
anyway.
but we're good with
Keep
that
showing
one.
Yep.
up with that
Thank you.
defense life.
So that's the first one. Second one attack from it is going to be a bite attack against you. At
What was the one that I
disadvantage.
don't-
That's less. That's a 14.
Oh, no.
Yep. All right, so that's going to be the first one.
He goes to bite, but is satisfied with a nibble.
It's then going to go ahead and try and move.
Does that
Actually, no,
provoke
it's
an
going to stay where it is.
opportunity?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was engaged with 2 of you. No, it's going to stay where it is. That's going to be its 2 attacks, staying where it is. We're good to go. On from there, we've got Elith, Hope, and another spawn. Who is going in what order?
Yo, let this one.
Well, I don't care which of the two of us goes first, but I want us to go for the spawn. Or I want to go for the spawn anyways.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think that is perfectly fair.
Sure.
Yeah, so for you right now, Elith, you're kind of just
That's
blinded
kind of,
away
yeah,
from
I was like, oh,
So currently there are, 3 near me or 2?
near
spawn
you,
or
2 directly adjacent to you,
Yeah.
and 1 behind you.
yeah, there's one on either side of his, and then one behind you by a square.
I'm gonna attack the one that's between Leaf and I.
Go for it. Make it 2 attacks.
Yeah. First attack. That was that one.
That one's going to miss.
Yes. That's another nat one.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh
Damn.
no!
Our
early.
dice.
First set of dice.
Do you want different ones?
Yes.
So,
What have I done?
I
those
also
are
have
gonna
so
be
many.
Your 2 attacks. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, because great weapon fighting only applies to
Damage.
that damage, not the actual
Correct.
roll, sadly.
Do you want another shot
Whammy,
as well?
whammy, thank you, Dammy.
Hey.
I wish that were the case.
Do you want any of these ones?
Fuck yes.
So that'll be your turn.
it's the raw dog. You got
the radio
on the radio waves.
Yeah, I can't really. I don't want to use the spell slot doing any bonus actions, so.
Alright, so on from you, we come to Elith or one of the
Fine.
spawn. Your choice.
Pick a d20 and then I'll get you the rest of the set. Okay. Great, those are all for you. Okay, no, I'm going first.
Yep.
Like, shielding my eyes.
Yeah, you are
Oh,
definitively
I didn't
pulling your-
realize how
Elise
fucking awful this was going to be that you had that. I'm going to, if we can find a Lura goggles to see in the dark, I bet we can find me some arcane sunglasses.
That's too magical.
1,
That's just
Two.
swag.
We'll swing by the
I'm pretty
sunglass hut
swagical.
in Malacca.
3, 4.
Get
So
a
that
sweet pair of
is
Oakleys.
some of my movement.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 attack
Yeah.
proficiency.
Do you need any more?
Oh, no,
No,
actually.
no, I was here.
Yeah, you were not.
I-
yes,
they're
never
not-
mind.
Thank you, though.
Correct, they do not have a range. Or reach, I should say.
One has
And so these vampire spawn, how aware do they seem? Do they seem kind of like fully functioning, or do they seem like
It's taken them a little bit of time to crawl out, but they seem fully functional.
Oh,
like
that's
they
not
seem
good.
cognizant of what's happening around them? So they
Yeah.
wouldn't just be sort of shambling, attacking whoever's nearest. Even once they've moved away, I can expect them to sort of notice me and come after
No,
me.
you do notice their movement seems to track with people. They seem to be paying attention to the room. They're definitively intelligent beings.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
They're not
I am not going to. Well, I would have attacked my rapier, which is magical, but I think I would have been too close to Allura.
Yeah, there isn't really anywhere for you to be unless you backed up to one of the ones behind you. Yeah, you
here?
would be able to go to that one. It's kind of up to you.
Does anyone remember last time we fought these things? They're more susceptible to magical attacks. Is that
Oh,
correct?
yeah.
I don't think we killed any of these guys.
We
Yeah,
have.
we have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
killed a
right.
couple.
Well, I wasn't.
Magical
I
attacks
wasn't
in
there
sunlight.
the-
I did.
I was at the hotel.
I mean, I
or
wasn't
the
there, but
the Blue Water Inn the day
Yeah.
that
I-
is went
Yeah,
up
they
against
can
these.
regenerate, but they can't regenerate under sunlight.
Correct.
Okay, so actually, sorry, I'm going to undo that movement.
Yep,
I was
that's
here.
Yeah, sunlight damages them, so.
And I'm going to sort
Yeah.
of go up to Hope here. This takes me farther than 10 feet away from Allura.
As long as you're more than if you have 2 squares between you and Allura,
Yeah.
That's
then that's
one
more
square.
than. You need 2 squares between you two.
Okay.
Between
in
us.
any
So if you go
direction.
here,
You need to go around this side of the.
Okay, sorry, I can't see. Can you move
Oh,
me
yeah, I
to
can.
a spot?
Yeah.
Thank you. So I would have drawn the new magical rapier
Yeah.
from Allura and my shield.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack.
Go for it. So you rip out the blade and your hand starts to slowly cool a little bit under the touch of the frost brand. Go for it. Make your attacks.
Okay. 14.
14 misses.
Jinkies.
Was that with the plus 1 from the
I
frost
think
brand?
their
No.
armor class was like
50.
17.
'Cause it's a
Do I get a
plus
plus
one
1? Oh, sweet, yeah.
It's a plus 1 weapon.
Oh, no, it was with it. Sorry, I had already calculated that into my
Yeah.
attack bonus.
So you rolled a 6.
So I rolled
No, like a 4.
5.
5.
Yeah.
So
Because
5
my.
plus 4, your dex is plus 4, and plus 1 weapon. Yeah, it's plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a miss.
Again. Yeah, that's not
Oh,
very
yeah.
good. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
20, yeah. That is.
I thought so.
Please.
Plus 5.
Oh god, I watched that. Adam updated the Plexer with all the old Batman movies, so I went back and watched Batman Forever.
Oh man,
Oh, wow.
so good.
I still love Batman Forever. I'm in the camp of
Yeah,
Batman, Jim
I
Carrey,
mean,
and
it
Tommy
was
Lee
like
Jones.
my
Oh god, yeah.
childhood.
Just 'cause
Fuck's
of the
sakes.
shoes right there.
6.
6 damage.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so 6 points
This
of
is
cold
one of those
damage.
combats where you're all like rolling terribly.
I rolled a 1.
It's okay, they're all rolling at disadvantage, so.
Great.
Nicely.
And
sorry.
one more. And my last attack is the one
Your last attack
where
is the
I get
additional
extra
D8
D8 of damage, yes.
if you hit.
If I hit. Fuck's sakes, no, I miss.
No?
Yeah, it was a 5 again.
Yeah, no, unfortunately. For you, like, that sunlight is just really getting
took
to you
all of
and
it.
trying to get out of that, trying to hit the
You want
creature.
more?
It seems to be affected as well, but you can't seem to get any purchase.
Alright.
Alright, on from you, we come to the second spawn, which is going to be the one between.
Yeah.
It's going to be the one down here. So,
one likes you.
with that blade
it's still not a good
being
one.
as bright as it is. Yeah, the creature wants to
This
snuff the
one is
blade out.
this.
It's going
Okay.
to actually
I can
try
grab you those sets
and
over my
attack you,
lunch.
Laura.
The green and the purple.
First attack at disadvantage.
Okay. Do you use
Ooh, that's
D12s
a
at all?
natural
You just
19
need
and
the
natural
D10 and
20.
the
So
D8,
that's
the
gonna
D6 and the D4,
so
right?
that's a
Yes.
claw
Yes.
attack.
Great rolls.
Okay.
Oh, I'm also joining in. Are you not doing it with the dip?
It's going to choose to, instead of dealing damage, it's going to grapple you. So as
Going
it
in
wraps
dry
its
is
claws
not
around you
always
and
a
kind
good
of holds you in place, your speed becomes 0. And as a result, it gets to make a bite attack at advantage at disadvantage, so it's a straight
Burn this today.
roll. So this will be 1 bite attack against you. That is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, alright. So you will take 6 points of piercing damage plus
Fuck.
That's cool.
Another 9 points of necrotic damage.
Can I have that?
Yeah, so it's 15. So you can have that down to. So I need to actually figure out. I think it's just.
One.
Oh, yeah, let me double check. What's it called again? Uncanny dodge.
Your mom's an uncanny dodge.
Oh!
I appreciate that you went for it though. You supported me in my terrible joke.
You could never do a terrible joke.
When an attacker hits you with an attack, have the attack damage.
Do that. So
I think it would have both parts of it.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
So
so it's
area
8 gets halved to 4,
now.
and then the 2d6 was 9, so 9 also gets halved to 4.
You said
so
6
spells
damage.
now.
6,
Like,
not
hurt a
8.
bunch of people.
Sorry,
But
6.
everyone's too
So 6 gets halved to 3. 9 gets halved to 4.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I'm disappointed you didn't get
So it
next.
takes 7 points. 7 points of damage in total. And you
I go for character.
your hit point maximum is
Spinach.
reduced by 4.
Oh yeah, friend.
Spinach
Oh, yeah.
overload.
Spinach on spinach in my mouth.
Spin on
So that
spin.
is both of its attacks.
Big
On
Fuck
from you,
you.
we come to now it is your turn.
My turn.
Yes. And you are currently grappled, so your speed is 0.
Of course.
Laura's bad day.
You're still attacking
don't
normally.
go.
You're not restrained, so you're not attacking at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna get really annoyed at this thing on me, and I'm going to glance around and look how far away Aleth is from me.
Yeah, just barely out of range.
So I have a question about this sword.
Yeah.
So even when it's at dim light, it is still sunlight, and it's
Yeah.
still damaging.
Yeah, so what it is it's a 10-foot radius around you currently is bright sunlight.
Yeah.
And then it's an additional 10 feet of dim sunlight.
Okay.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
it
then.
did it end its turn in sunlight?
It did end its turn in sunlight.
Does that not damage it?
Nope.
No, it just stops it from regenerating.
Correct.
Oh, that's
That's better than
It's the reason why when you kill a vampire, you have to kill them in sunlight, and then they can't regenerate anymore.
Because that was the
Okay.
problem when we first started fighting them, is that they're able to regain.
Right in the dark.
That's why that house had to come down all around us by accident.
Right, completely by accident.
It's what, yeah, why I hacked at the
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
So you've got 2 around you that are both like kind of recoiling away from the sunlight, but still able to seemingly to function somewhat normally.
It's an inside job.
Right.
So what do you want to do?
Because I thought that they got damaged when we were in that house. They like wouldn't come into the sunlight.
No, yeah, they wouldn't come into the sunlight because they couldn't regenerate hit points if they were in the sunlight.
Now they're in the
Okay.
sunlight.
Okay. I'm just gonna, I guess,
Like full on.
like get really annoyed, see how far Aleth is away. It doesn't matter though because I can. It's not gonna change the amount of damage, so I'm not gonna make it brighter.
Okay.
And I will just take a swipe at the one that's grappling me.
Go for it. Make your attack.
It's a natural 20.
Groovy,
Oh,
baby.
sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
Vampire takes 20 radiant damage when it starts its turn in sunlight.
Ah, see? I knew it! Sorry, I'm gonna...
No, you are very rightfully.
So,
You
it
did a
did
good
take the
correct.
damage, but because it took... Oh, it did regain some.
Okay, so...
It regained 4.
I'm gonna need... No, I
You
don't
do
need...
also get sneak attack.
I know, and it's double.
Yeah.
Holy and it's double radiant damage because it's undead. Because of the stuff.
Oh,
with
you're
the
gonna
sword.
smoke that fool.
So how many dice?
I ran out of d6s, you guys. So
Go
I need-
plenty.
Can you just say you like?
Oh no, I
anime
didn't. Oh maybe.
samurai
No, I'll need
slashes?
one. I'll need one. Oh yeah, I want one of
Cool
those.
fireball.
So I need
So wait, what does the
12.
sword do?
Studying.
Okay.
So read it out. Let's just...
Okay,
First hit
just
with
so
the sword.
everyone. So, I won't read all of that. Okay, so you gain a +2 bonus to attacks and damage rolls made with this weapon, which deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. When you hit an undead with it, that target takes an additional 1d8 radiant damage. So that means with my sneak attack, I get 5 D6s.
Double to 10.
Double to 10. Oh, I
You
got
gave
too
yourself
excited. I thought it was 6 for some reason. Okay, so 10 D6s.
Damage for the weapon.
Damage
is-
for the weapon, which is a D8,
Yeah, and then the bonus damage for the weapon,
which is another D8.
which are both doubled.
So that's 4D8.
48 plus 10d6
Damn.
So 48 plus 10d6
plus and
plus
then
the
add numbers after.
yeah, adding numbers after. Okay.
Alright, wow. You need to record this,
I
Kat.
thought
Yeah.
I thought playing
Get
a
on
cast
this.
was
I think this has a chance at beating
Being
Hope for
Highest
highest
damage.
damage in one hit.
Dammy.
What was their highest damage? 68.
Highest for Hope was 62.
9.
62.
That's a lot of 6.
I hope that's a 69.
Okay, so we got
you piece of shit.
14.
Danny.
Do you want to read aloud?
20.
Oh, she's got it.
20 or so 20 plus 12.
32.
We're getting close.
Plus 12.
44.
Minus 1 because I can't count.
43 free.
Plus 6.
49.
Plus 10.
What are you waiting
59.
on? 10 more.
Plus
10, it's the sex number, please.
5.
Oh! 64.
Plus 4.
68.
Oh!
That's it.
Plus
No!
your
Plus
bonus.
your
Oh,
bonuses.
yeah, right. Okay, plus 6.
Oh, 74.
That's it.
So 68
Plus
plus
6.
what's your dex? Dex is plus 4,
Plus 4.
and then plus 2 from the weapon. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Oh, plus proficiency.
No, that's
no.
only on a
Oh,
check.
damn.
Yeah,
Right.
so yeah, that's
So
74.
in one strike, you take the blade back, and having been hit by this creature's bite mark stinging in your neck, you just take the blade and just extend it into the creature
Oh
up
my
through the top of
God.
the head, and it burns from the inside out. That's a killing blow.
Oh, you killed it!
That was
Fucking
a one shot!
Yeah, it took 20 damage from the weapon at the start of its turn. It regained some hit points from you when it bit you, and then it had 66 hit points and it rolled at 72. 74.
One shot.
So,
One shot.
That's what rogues are good for. So
Wow.
that's your first attack.
Alright.
You now have a bonus action crossbow shot if
Oh
you'd like
my
to remove
God.
that. character
Would
from
you
the
like
board.
to play again?
It's
Yeah, you take
it was
it.
the one that was in front of me, not behind me, correct?
It was the one that was between you and Leaf.
Okay.
Oh,
it's that
okay,
one.
so it was this one here.
Fuck that.
Very good.
So that's one kill.
Yo, what about
Wow.
You guys.
what about the
And
other
then my,
spawn
like-
that were in the range? Yeah.
Sorry?
The other spawn that are in the range.
It's only at the start of their turn. So if Allura moves, they don't take the damage.
I see.
The wham.
Now a regular crossbow shot
Thank you.
against who?
The one that's right in front of me, I guess.
So the grapple is broken. The hands are still attached to your shoulders as you kind of like shrug the hands off of your shoulders. As you just turn around, fire crossbow shot, go and make an attack roll with that one. As well.
Okay. Thank you. It says. It said 24, 23.
Yep, that'll hit. Damage on that. Isn't it amazing what a few levels will do?
It
Yep.
is.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
Points of
That's the
damage.
weapon, so
So
that's
that one
not-
does get reduced because it is resistant to non-magical.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
damage,
yeah,
but,
just do it.
you
Stick
do
your
notice that
thumb.
it sticks the arrow in there and it kind of rips the arrow out and is shying away from the sunlight, but is looking visibly distraught at the fact that you just
Oddly
killed one of its
specific.
allies in one hit with a sword of sunlight. So you made your attacks. You can now move away as a free.
Yeah, I will. Cause there's one, two, there over here. So, can I? Oh, I should have just not used that and just bonus action made it brighter.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so just to clarify, it's 20. So, 15 feet.
So it's at the minimum right now, which I believe is 10.
Yeah, 20. Okay.
Yeah. So anything within 2 squares of you is considered in bright sunlight.
Within 2 squares.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm good right now.
I will.
It's the beach episode with long laughs.
It's hard to. I'm going to take a step here, so that means there are 1, 2, 3
Yep.
in range of the.
Of the sunlight.
Sorry. So I was here.
Yeah.
If I go here, is this one still in?
Yep. And you
Okay.
in 2 squares.
But
a
Leaf is not.
Leaf is
Yeah,
right
that's
at
what
the
I
edge.
want. That's what I want.
It's also what I
Awesome.
want.
So you also just see them just start to shy away from the sunlight. So that's going to be your turn. Nicely done. Next up, we come to the 3 remaining spawn.
Oh, this sucks.
So, first one is going to be this one here. So that takes 20 damage.
Got him.
That
There's
takes-
4 remaining.
Try to get like the farthest
Yeah,
away
one of
from,
them,
like the center of like the
One of them's
all
not
of
my
them.
turn, right? Yeah.
Because if I can get them all at disadvantage and damage, that'll be the.
Try and move around this one
So,
next
Allura,
turn.
with you being the source of that sunlight, they're abandoning everything and just coming right after you. So this one is going to move in. Casimir gets a free attack.
So you by any chance a ward
Oh shit, it's a
master?
natural 19. He hits
Wow.
them for 1d6.
Got him.
Which hits for 4
Casimir's
plus
hand
1.
explodes.
Yeah,
against
Hits
it's
for
like
2 damage.
Well, if his skin just
Brain
slows off.
shatters.
This one is going to slide 1 in,
Slide,
so
guys, I
at least
still
you get an
feel
attack of opportunity.
Get it.
You get an attack of
Sorry,
opportunity.
yes. Okay, great.
I do? Well, fantastic.
That's just awesome.
Alright.
That's just
All right,
great
then.
news, dear.
I will
Wait,
take that.
I'm gonna get attacks of opportunity as well.
No, it's still
It's not
within.
coming out of your
Still within
range.
melee.
It's moving out of mine.
Yep.
16?
16 does hit.
Yeah.
I thought those were 1 per second. And the last one over in this corner, Les, you're going to get an attack of opportunity as well.
9 points of frost dammies.
Let's
Get
go,
him.
let's go.
Get him, gang.
5. So let's make your attack of opportunity. Because you might.
Can I repot? No, I can't repot. That's a death attack me.
Correct, but this is Sentinel, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can prevent it from moving.
Did they all take damage?
Yes,
the
they all
start of
did
the
except
turn?
for the one that was too far away.
Okay.
Is this my attack bonus? Is my spear?
Yes.
So that's an 18 plus 8.
Yep, that'll hit. So this one does not get to move. It is forced to stay engaged with less.
And I roll just normal attack damage?
Yeah, normal damage on this one.
I can't do my maneuvers or anything, right?
I don't know. Can you do your maneuvers not on your turn?
I don't think so. Do bonus actions.
You're the fighter.
They're on my turn. None of them stay like outside your turn. So it's in
not
direct
when you
combat.
hit.
So when it's either like
Because it'll either say when you hit with a weapon attack or when you hit with a weapon attack on your turn. Those are the 2 major differences.
here.
So I'll take a look.
When you hit a creature with weapon attack,
So what would you want to use? Like Distracting Strike?
that's the one that when you hit.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, yes. It does not say on your turn, therefore it can be on any turn.
Woo! Distracting strike. Let's go.
Here we go, brother.
Ooh, well, it's cocked.
It's time for some.
Well, you know what? I don't have any of those normal ones.
Damn,
Ooh, shit. 8 plus 5
13,
plus 7.
20.
Nice.
Damn, homie, that's some good math.
Math.
Math's real hard.
And
Okay.
You better
Good to know.
believe it.
I feel like.
So next attack against it is made an advantage. Cool.
yeah.
So we'll get that one out of the way nice and easy. It can only attack you, so it's going to go and make 2 attacks against you. First
Fucking
one,
bring it, bro.
Because Leaf is in the middle.
Did you get my
Middle
9
room.
points of cold damage against the one near me?
I did now. 9
Yeah,
points.
This one.
Yes.
So everyone's swinging on
So last first attack against you, that is a 19 to hit.
Fuck.
So that's going to be a grapple attack. So its claws dig into you. You don't take any damage.
Ow!
But it is holding you in place, so your speed is 0.
Bitch.
Second attack is a bite attack. That is a
Made a
natural
friend.
20.
Oh,
But it's attacking. Oh, wait, no, it's a
disadvantage.
straight attack. That is a natural 20.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bitch.
Les, you made a friend.
I don't like this, friend!
So, Les, you
His skin
take.
is like sandpaper!
Were these a disadvantage?
Yeah.
The
Says
second
it
one
rolling.
isn't because
Okay.
it's grappled.
Oh,
and it
I got
gets-
you.
If it
Sorry.
grapples, it gets to make the next attack advantage.
I got you.
So you take
Sorry about that.
5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be
Oh,
just
sorry,
a
hang on.
straight roll?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you
Now I
rolled
understand.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Is it was a natural 20, and oh no, I don't have to roll the second die.
Yep.
So
I
first
am
one
here.
super cocked.
Present.
So 5 points of piercing damage plus.
No. We don't like
No.
Oh,
That's what the vampire spawn said when you roll sneak attack.
3 points of necrotic. So you take 8 points in total,
No.
and your hit point maximum is
No.
reduced by 3.
Okay.
The creature heals a little bit from those attacks. Allura, there's
My
going to be
giant
a
vampire
flurry of attacks coming in against
Yeah,
you.
this is bad, you guys.
So first attack,
You killed an
it's going to be a
undead.
grapple at disadvantage. Natural 1. Second one.
Misses.
Yeah. Second one is going to be a.
Is that a yawn or
And
a
at
sneeze?
Are
so.
they at disadvantage because of the
Because of the leaf.
sword?
Because of the leaf, the
Oh,
icon
okay.
of Ravenloft, all undead make their attacks at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah. You're essentially shrouded in radiant light, and they can't really break through it that easily. Second attack, no, it's gonna be a natural 5, so that's not.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize.
Next creature is gonna try and grapple you on the
Their
first
war
attack.
cries.
Nope, that's a natural 3.
Bleh.
Second attack. Oh, that one will do it. 20.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so you do take the claw damage. You don't take the
Nimble
bite.
motherfucker.
So bite claw is. Ooh, max damage. You take 11 points
Oh.
of slashing damage.
Have it!
Down to 5.
Hover.
Bank and deposit.
And that's going to be all of their turns. Bottom of the round, less than Leaf. You two acting at the same
Hey,
time.
Les, mind if I try something?
Yeah, I got this thing in my fucking back. Go for
He's
it.
busy with his friend. It's fine.
Hey Jordy, I want to cast
That's his rascal.
Turn Undead
Yeah.
on I think it's
always
in a
brass
30-foot
and stuff.
radius, which I want to say is most of them.
That's all of them.
All of them, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they and because I
those
have the
bitches.
icon, I get an extra. I increase the save by D2, so that's a 20.
In your face.
And
Woo!
Right in your face.
So this is turn
Oh
undead.
no.
My face.
sorry, I would like to do
Bonus on
destroy
you for someone.
undead. It's if they fail
So what is the thing now?
the CR level, 1 or lower.
Yeah, challenge rating 5.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
All right, this will be turn.
So this will be. So we'll do. There's 4
Oh,
of them
wait.
remaining.
Then this might just do what is already okay.
I think it just makes them frightened of you.
Yeah, they just frightened me then. I wouldn't
But
know.
frightened makes a difference because.
I was gonna say, and I don't know that they're a CR rating 5.
So sorry, it's a wisdom save?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all fail.
Cool.
Wow, my
Yeah,
rolls
I
are
wish we
short tonight.
Sweet.
Thank God.
They're
I'm
all
not
frightened of
the only
Leaf, so they can't move closer to Leaf willingly. All their attacks are made at disadvantage while they see Leaf, but they're already at disadvantage because Leaf is within 30 feet of them.
Triple disadvantage.
the
Is
fuck away.
that possible? Do you roll 3 dice and then?
So that's going to be your turn
Yeah.
as an action.
Yeah. Yeah. In bonus action, I don't think anyone's looking coy.
We're all pretty alright.
So I'm gonna up a spiritual weapon
Yeah.
and attack. Oh no!
Oh, that's ball.
Okay.
Little base.
That's fine. I can glue it.
Okay, cool. Okay, sorry, I'll attack,
Balance him.
this one.
Limp balls.
It's fine.
Yeah, sorry. So I'll swing the one right next to me.
Swing the one right next to you, sure?
Yeah. That will be, oh god.
It's like kind of springy.
Yeah. Use like a d4.
Cool.
No.
Okay, cool.
I'll use the box.
That'll work.
So, to hit, that is a 16.
16? 16 does it.
Sweet.
Yay!
Well, that thing takes 10
you get
points of
more?
damage.
10 points?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Paper,
Good to
yeah.
know.
Do you wanna
And
see?
that's the
Yeah.
one directly beside you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the box needs to be closer. Yeah, there you go.
There.
Thank you so
These
much.
are the new ones.
10 points to that one.
Also, like bonus, look at the old ones
Nice.
because they're great.
Alright, and that's it for
Okay,
that turn.
that's your turn. Less. Last
Oh,
person in the round.
righty, Roo.
Not
So
the
I'm
Canadian
gonna
Christmas
be
cards with
trying to
it.
wrestle this
Colours.
fucker off me. It's grappled on me.
Yes, your speed is 0, but you're still attacking normally. You're not restrained, so you're not attacking at disadvantage.
Right. Well, fuck this fucker, because I can hit him with
You know
advantage
what
now.
this means.
Yeah, you can. Next attack against is with
Yeah,
advantage.
so this would be a normal one for the first one. Oh, that's
We'll do that on the way out. There you go.
That's even worse. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 misses.
Wow.
Yeah, first one is able to.
Why does
knock
someone
out
ever
the
get
way.
advantage? It's shit. And when it's normal, it's fucking fine. Alright, second attack,
Second attack.
which I will do a fainting attack on.
Okay, so point your bonus action for that.
I was really hoping I was going to end that encounter.
Do it
So I
up.
think that this one was
The silver. Yeah.
That's better. That's
The triple
27 to hit.
27 hits. Damage on that.
This one's from.
Yeah.
And why don't we use that? Because it hit, then I can use trip attack on it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I'll do that too.
So it's
Have
a
one
strength
that's
save.
similar to that. I should give it to you.
Trip attack is
If you wanted to.
strength saving throw.
What's the DC?
Maneuver for mod would be 14.
14? That is exactly 14. Yes, 11 plus 6.
Well, fuck.
So, but damage still goes through.
I've been meaning to.
No rush.
I know.
I have nothing planned for you.
I do have some pellets though. I just need
It's
to,
a
like,
5 and a 7 plus 7, that's 14 points of damage.
19
So
points
much
of
for
damage.
19 points of damage.
Yeah.
19 points, nicely done.
Yeah.
The less you, fainting away, manage to pull through in the second strike, try to trip it, but it manages to hold itself with kind of an acro, and then pops itself back up on its
Just
feet.
trying to like hit its head on
This is a
ledges.
cool vampire. Let's keep it.
Do you want to do anything else?
I did my 2 attacks.
Yep.
He's weird and gross.
Cantrips are attacks, or they're not bonus.
Those are actions.
Right.
You'd usually have a spell that would be a bonus action,
Back to bread.
depending on what you picked.
Hey guys, remember that elf everyone
I
liked?
don't think any of the ones you picked.
Yeah, no, they're not.
That'll be your turn. Top of the round, we've got the
crusty
doctor and one of the. No,
crusty.
sorry, the doctor and the dead spawn. So just the doctor.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I want to try and get the spawn closest to Leaf that Leaf was banging on. That guy,
That
yeah.
one there, yeah.
Ding ding in it.
Just hit him with a blast.
Go for it.
For
Two
starts.
blasts. Go for it.
One for starts. I want to see how he is.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, and I'm rolling in advance. Oh well, natural 20. So.
Alright, yep.
Okay. Well, such is
Wow.
life. Roll 2 or just or double it.
It's up to you.
Okay, I'll just double. Wow. So that is a 30
Yeah.
because I rolled a 10.
You only double the dice. You don't double your modifier. So the 10
Oh,
gets
25
leveled to
then.
20,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
25.
25.
Yeah.
Cool.
So 25 against one that was hitting Leaf. Nicely done. 25.
Les, you're probably fine, right, with your new friend? Cool.
Nice. Solid first attack.
Cool.
Yeah, still looking okay.
Okay, I'm gonna drop another one into him.
Go for it.
Less is like the normal hunter
okay,
in
I'm
like
still doing
fantasy
okay.
world. Just gonna wrestle this guy over here.
Yeah, he's
The only language they
26.
learn.
26 hits.
The sweet side.
and that's a 6.
wrestling.
6 points. Alright. 6 points.
Boy, he's really
Alright,
playing
that's
with
gonna be your
my
turn.
Yep.
Creature's still looking relatively okay, thrashing around a little, now in sunlight. But yeah, still doing okay. Next up
Did it
is
take damage?
it hasn't gone in yet.
Okay.
Elith, Hope, and the second spawn. Who wants to go first?
Let the swan go soon. Let's go.
This is the spawn that you just saw the doctor attacking.
Yeah.
Beside Elith.
I'm probably gonna go back and help Les since it takes me out of Allura's sphere of influence. So if you want to go first,
You're already out of her sphere of influence.
I know, but like if I go in to attack a spawn, it takes me farther
Oh.
closer
Or if
towards
I-
her.
Correct.
So if I go over
Okay.
here, it'll help me out a little bit.
Yep.
Well, if
So
you
you-
want to,
doesn't
if
matter
you
to
want to
me.
go first,
Sure,
or
I can.
to be honest, I'm kind of curious about the spawn. I'm like willing to do that risk for it to get the.
Come here, you toothy
You go
fucker.
ahead. Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get
If
that
you
want
to go first, and
Okay,
then-
sure.
Les is having a dance
So,
with his friend.
Elif
Shouldn't
moves over
interrupt.
here.
Yeah.
Nice move.
So that's my pal you're snacking on. He's nobody's snack but ours. And I attack it.
Fish
Go
sticks.
for it. First attack.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Say it 5 times fast.
He's our snack.
Fish sticks?
I'm not gonna claim ownership of that.
13, so I misses.
13 misses. Yeah. Second attack.
Usually this dice is so
Oh no.
12.
Wow.
I know.
Dang.
Holy cow, that dice has been training.
This is my best dice.
It's
You
okay,
always
it's
roll
my
so
fault.
good for
I'm
me.
wildly just flailing
Those are
around.
both
He's
of
like,
your
stand
attacks.
still.
Les got called a snack,
Yeah,
and now he's
a little
feeling
bit
real
of movement,
powerful.
nothing as a bonus.
Has anyone seen
Yeah, it's managing to duck out of the way. This one is the one not in sunlight is managing to duck and weave out of the
Oh,
attacks.
no.
It's pretty tough to hit.
Kenny Omega's my man.
This
I guess I
page
can't
that
do
is done
anything.
sickly.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to use my spell slots because I feel like I've still got more comments. So
Yeah.
can I, as a bonus action, fire up my dancing lights cantrip and like put them in front of its face to try and distract it from less?
Sure. It's not really going to do anything.
I
It's not in
know,
sunlight, but
but I'm trying to
you
be
also
proactive.
have more light. I'll allow you to do that. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. That'll be your turn. Hope or the spawn.
I appreciate your help.
Spawn's going next. All right. So spawn takes 20 points
Trying
of
my
radiant
best.
damage, and being next to you and next to Leaf.
This one?
Yeah, it's that one there. It wants that freaking blade gone.
It is also technically supposed to get as far away from me as possible. 'Cause it's
Oh,
frightened.
is it?
Yeah.
That's what it said.
For
yeah,
turn, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Got a restraining order against vampire spawn.
Let me check, but
I thought it was just the.
Cannot be in a
Oh
certain
no,
radius.
it's got its own thing because it's not just fear.
yeah, it's okay.
What is it?
Let me read. The creature fails its saving throws. Turn for 1 minute. The creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action
Oh, wow.
to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
So
There's
on
nowhere
their
to-
turns, they have to go
If there's
away
nowhere
from
to
them.
move, the creature uses the dodge action.
Okay, so it can move, so it's going to attempt to move away from you. You get attack of opportunity.
We both get. Oh no,
I wanna
not
roll.
really.
Not yet. Leaf first.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use my.
Shit, this is so bad.
I can use my.
No,
spell.
you don't even understand. So you've got.
Yeah, I think I can use a cantrip.
Because
is
it's
the thing,
gonna
so I want to
get
use
an attack of
radiant.
opportunity again.
Sacred Flame.
Okay, Sacred Flame, dex save. That's a 20.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so it saves. However, it runs into melee with all three of you. Attempts to exit melee with both of you.
So
So
I
you
guess-
It goes into the blender.
That's why I'm saying this thing is bad.
Bouncing around like a fucking pinball.
I'm just gonna use this one.
Ooh, and
Come
he's
on, baby.
placed himself in
Make me a little better this time.
Thunderdome.
Yeah.
17.
17 hits.
18 plus 8.
Yep, that'll hit. Roll damage for both of you.
Yeah. Is that me as well?
Not
no.
yet.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You'll get
They're
there.
just
I know,
Dancing
just
with you.
trying to.
they're square dancing with you.
6 points of frost damage.
6 points of frost.
Not going very well
18.
tonight, you guys.
Well, it's 6 plus 7.
13.
13, sorry. I'm getting all my numbers mixed
So
up.
19. Alright. Hope. Now you get your attack of opportunity.
Okay.
As it tries to book it towards. Oh wait, no, sorry, you don't because it can't move because
Sentinel!
less sentineled it, so you don't actually get an attack of opportunity.
If I, right question,
Yes.
if I was Sentinel, does it have to be
Actually, sorry, it wouldn't have even taken the damage from Elite either because you prevent it from moving. Your sentinel triggers first to try and stop it from leaving melee. Yours happens as it leaves
gonna
melee,
go
so it
over
actually
melee.
doesn't take that extra 6 damage. God, this sentinel's so weird.
But with reactions like that, like Sentinel, does it have to be a melee attack or can it be a spell attack
No.
too?
So there's a feat that you can take that allows you to cast a spell instead of a melee attack. It's always
And
a
that's
melee
what I
unless you have a feat that lets you do something.
So you
different.
can't use spells or cantrips.
No.
Okay, cool. Just
Unless,
checking.
unless you take its
Warcaster.
Warcaster feat.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
so,
checking.
So it's now engaged with all three of you. Can't move because Les is tying it up.
I fucking put my trident right in its dead fucking foot and grind it down.
It's just gonna
who's
turn
in
to what it thinks is the squishiest target and gonna make 2 attacks against you.
It
It
took
is,
their radiant damage.
it did, yeah.
Okay.
I think
but it is now outside of the range, so its attacks are not a disadvantage. But never mind, they're a disadvantage.
It's within 15 feet.
Wait, hold.
No, but
It can only.
5,
10
10,
feet.
15, 10 feet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jody, I just want to check in that I'm
Minimum.
understanding this correctly.
Okay.
Yes.
It says for its action, it can use only the
Oh,
dash
you
action.
can use only the dash
or try
action,
to escape from an
or
effect
if
that
it
prevents-
can't move,
Dodge.
From an effect that prevents it from or escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. So that would be this.
so he can take the dodge action.
Yeah.
Cool. So it takes the dodge action. So
And gets
doesn't
hit
even
by
get
a
to
leap.
attack. No.
No?
So you essentially stop it from moving, and then it just kind of goes, and it's like looking from
Welcome
side
to
to
the
side, trying to,
Thunderdome,
like,
baby!
ways away. So that's its turn.
all your
Allura,
friends are already calling
with the
you
sun
baby.
sword lit and 3 things around you, what would you like to, or 2 things
Two
around
things
you? What
around
would
me.
you like to do? And all of them looking like they're about to turn and run up the staircase.
Right.
Oh,
Turn and
should I
run
over
up
there?
the staircase.
Yeah, because it's the
I'm gonna
only
take,
real exit
yeah,
to the
I'm
room.
gonna take 5, 10,
Get on the stairs.
Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay, go for it. Make your first attack.
You shall not.
Leaf is taking a face from
Snack.
I just didn't want to finish it and make
It's a
everyone
19.
really feel bad.
Damn. Yeah, that'll hit. And
Finish it.
with this one, I don't believe you get sneak attack because there is another creature within 5 feet of you. Let me double check.
I would have known that.
You wouldn't have been able to exit the other creatures.
Correct.
Yes, I can.
Oh, can you? Right.
No, it's
Weird.
after you attack. You can take the bonus action to disengage. Otherwise, it's after you make an attack against a creature, then you can disengage for free.
Okay.
Let me double check. For rogue, though. Oh, wait, no, this is.
Yeah, I thought that it was with. That was.
nerfs?
I don't remember.
Snarf.
If not, that's fine. I can attack from here.
Let me double check. Well, the one on your right, you have guaranteed sneak attack against.
Yeah.
And the left, I'm just double checking. Cavalier.
Anybody scrumming that last Spanico?
It's yours, Doctor.
Obrigado.
Doctors.
Obrigado. Smack Daddy.
Okay.
I'm gonna test out
I'm the
this.
only
No
sneak
other
doing.
creatures are within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
So you can get sneak attack on that one,
Daddy.
that one
This one?
for free, or you can move away from anything.
Oh, yo, I'm
Move away from that, take an attack of opportunity, and get sneak attack on the one that's further away. It's up to you. Or the one
So
that's closer.
none of them I get sneak attack on.
That one you get guaranteed sneak attack on.
Right now?
Because you got allies threatening it.
Oh, okay, I understand.
This one,
yes,
you
I
have
would.
to be just one-on-one with it.
Yeah, I'll attack that
Okay,
one.
So we'll use the same attack roll. It
It
hits.
was a 19.
Yeah, so damage roll.
So I get
So that
D5, D6, and
There's some small
what did I say? 56, and
Once I
this
feel
is a new
stressed,
weapon,
I decide
everyone.
to take it.
Okay. Plus my D8. Still get the actual damage. Oh, so many ones! That's lame.
Except for last time.
I was gonna say, I think like on mass we can't really complain about this one.
No, I would say probably not.
Jordy, I want to do all damage all the time.
I want to kill all the creatures on my first hit.
So-
I optimized my
23.
23.
Plus I just realized I had an extra D8 because it's an undead. So
Yeah.
it's another fucking one.
Oh! 24.
It's still an extra
You're the one.
extra dam.
Yeah.
And that's everything.
And then
That's with your bonus plus 6.
That's with my bonus. What?
So the damage, your dex and your weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So 20,
Yep.
25 total.
Yep.
Alright. Definitely a step down.
And then
Still respectable.
so
A third of the damage.
one sec here.
Use your anime glint once an episode.
I can't use a bonus action to adjust the light.
Yeah,
It says action, not.
yes.
can I
no,
use-
so it's not a bonus action to do. It's an action to expand or retract it.
Okay.
Essentially, didn't want to make it too OP.
Yeah. So now.
Not a 2.
So as a bonus, you can either fire crossbow bolt, or you could disengage, dash, hide, whatever.
I'm gonna disengage
Yep.
because I can't leave. It's only the one that I've.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna disengage and step here.
Okay. Start to make your way up the stairs. Good to know. All right, that's gonna be your turn. After you, we come to the third spawn. Takes 20 points of damage at the start of its turn. It's at 2. It has to run away from Leaf and Hope. Do you have Sentinel? No, you didn't take Sentinel.
No, I don't have Sentinel,
both of
but
you
I do
simultaneously.
have Relentless Avenger.
Which is
Basically, whenever a foe retreats, I hit with an opportunity attack, and then I also get a move.
oh, okay.
And I don't get opportunity attacks for moving.
Cool. So yeah, so you would both get to do that. What's your bonus to initiative?
2.
2. You would move first then.
So I get Sentinel again?
I'm not
Different.
talking to you.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, you.
And you also haven't had a turn.
When you aimlessly point, I thought you were aimlessly pointing.
Yeah, no, you no.
I'm gonna swing.
We're all kind of like a what today?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
We're in a food coma today.
I'm gonna swing.
Swing?
Yeah, with the old woodcutters. That's not gonna hit.
No? Alright, Hope, you will now get your attack.
Get it.
Yes!
Yes.
Dirty is.
Okay.
Fuck those undead daddies.
Well, like, real. I don't want to say this one was a
It's at
waste,
2
but
hit
yeah,
points.
it's
You
a
literally
2.
just cleave it in half. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point in even rolling
Can
damage.
there be like sun scarring, like down
Oh
the
yeah, no,
cauterized?
it's, well, because that's the whole point is that it's between the radiant damage and between the radiant damage.
Like a lightsaber going through a dead
Radiant
carcass.
damage.
So that's it. Next are the other 2, 1 and 5. So at the far end and the one closest to me, they're both going to run. This one is not engaged with anybody. It gets to run directly at you.
This one?
Yes, and it can't move past you. So it's forced to just take the dodge action.
Okay.
The one,
That's my
however, over
intention.
there.
This one?
No, it's the one between.
This one?
Oh, sorry. This one is dead.
This one's dead.
Yeah.
The one between Elif and Les, directly between them, tries to move. Les, you already used your attack of opportunity, so nothing happens.
Where does it try to move to?
You only get one reaction around. You haven't had a turn yet. So it tries to move away from you this way.
Diagonally?
Yep.
That's fucked up.
Again. Now, Elise gets to make an attack of opportunity.
Sorry, Elite.
Did I get to make an attack of opportunity?
No, because you
We
already took
just
one.
did.
Bollocks.
See, I was
You
gonna
only
say
get one reaction. You only get to make one attack of opportunity until your turn comes.
Okay.
I was gonna say we say that sucks until we're fighting like
Other people?
Strahd or something.
Oh,
and we're
Yeah, it's
trying
okay,
to-
because Strahd has legendary actions that he can do whenever the fuck he wants.
Alright, never mind. I retract
No.
So it's not going to die to Elise attack, so I'm just going to let it keep moving. So that's 5, 10, 15.
She'll roll for damage.
Yeah,
Potentially.
and then it's stuck there, so it'll take the dodge action because it can't go anywhere else. Bottom of the round, less than Leaf.
Alright.
Wait,
you
I
fed-
haven't.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Elif
Did
and
it
I
take
haven't
damage
made
from
our
the-
turns.
Yeah, you're at the top of the round. You're up, so it's less than Leaf,
Oh,
who
okay,
haven't
okay.
gone.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
only the second round of combat.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is-
shit.
They just
Okay.
take a while.
You've all gone twice. Less than Leaf are the two people that haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure you want to go?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
should
sure.
set
yeah,
the tone.
I can do it.
Wow.
So you're good. So I'll fly after.
Should go over the stairs.
I'll go over here.
Fly.
Take a swing at one of these.
Yeah, go for it.
For 15 plus. That'll hit it.
Yeah.
Like more than 16.
Do it up.
And then 1d8. Oh shit, that's 10.
The spawn have attacks of opportunity too, don't they?
That's
They
9.
can take attacks of opportunity if you move away from them.
Right.
That's 9 points of damage
9
for
points.
that. And then I want to.
Which one were you attacking?
This one.
Yep.
So that one. And then I want to wander over
Yep.
and take a swing at it.
Go for it.
My woodcutter's axe.
Do it up.
Okay, cool. It's at least an 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Sweet. So shit, woodcutter. It's 1d10, I think.
One-handed.
Yeah.
If it's one-handed, it's 1d8.
Sorry, let me double check.
Yeah.
Because then I'm gonna add some like I think a radiant damage onto it.
Sure.
Because I get that. I think that's a d8. Oh, I'm so bad at this.
They don't get to save again for that fear, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
So broken.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 1d8. Yeah, 1d8 slashing.
Yeah, 1d8
And then I think I get an extra d8 from the radiant damage. Let me double check. I can do a thing.
Were those at disadvantage because they took dodge?
Oh,
That's true.
Technically, your attack should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
disadvantage, yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
okay. That's okay. No, that's fine.
Thanks for keeping me honest.
Okay, cool. Then
I'm
this
keeping
one.
him honest.
Then this one will miss.
What's
so
that?
it was a 9 plus. It would be 15. It would just
15
miss.
hits.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
15 is their AC.
Oh,
Hey.
They're not hard to hit. They just have a lot of hit points. You get a free attack against.
Yeah, I can get free attacks.
Yeah.
It's my favorite kind of attack.
Okay, cool.
Free attacks and then just kidding,
Yeah.
and then free attacks again.
Yeah.
Can you pass me that mini that died, by the way?
Yes.
Thank you. Racking up the death toll.
Okay.
And with extra attack,
Stop
I can make a
feeling
spell
me.
attack and then a melee attack.
No, extra attack is when you take the attack action, which is with a melee attack. You get a second one for free.
Their AC is
Spell
15.
is you do instead of an attack.
Oh, nice.
Just making sure.
Sorry. So, for me,
15?
15 just hits.
Ah, that's their AC.
So sorry, damage for you was.
it's 50.
13.
Yeah. 15.
I'm a
plus-
mess today.
Finally, some max damage.
So 15 plus 6, 21.
6?
Oh wait, do I?
You don't get proficiency.
Oh,
to
I'm not
damage.
proficient.
No, it's not to damage. It's only
Okay.
to hit. So it's just plus
Oh,
your
fair
strength.
enough. Okay, then it would be 15 plus 2.
Okay,
Okay.
so 17.
17. Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Lord of Relief damage.
13 points of cold damage.
13 points of cold.
So bad when I first see everyone else. What are you guys talking about?
That's gonna be its turn.
Sorry?
We're done with that. So Les, now you have your turn.
Alright! Let's fucking
Now,
go!
One engaged with you at the moment.
Oh, and sorry, I should say one of those damages, or one of the swings was, it would have been radiant damage. I don't know if that does anything.
It's only regular, non-natural damage. That's the important one.
How's he looking?
Death's Door.
These two?
One of them Death's Door, one of them looking actually pretty okay. The one that's closest to Allure is looking pretty decent.
I'm gonna use one of my nifty new sorcerer spells.
Do it up. Which one?
So seeing this guy pretty fucking hurt already, I'm not very concerned about him. I'm pretty sure that anyone here could just lop its head off.
Yep.
Those instincts start to rise up. My forearms start to feel that icy fucking feeling. Crystal shards start coming up, and a big old ice stalactite comes out of my hand, and I throw it up at this guy.
Okay, what are you casting?
Using ice knife.
Ice Knife. Awesome.
So
That's what I call your mom.
hey,
Nice to meet you.
so I have to.
Ice
Can I do
knife
fainting
in
attack
the
on it?
Less sees the ice knife.
Don't believe so.
With a spell.
I don't know, I'm for the first time seeing how they match
Nice.
together.
Pretty sure fainting attack is within 5. If you're attacking a creature within
Ice
5
knife,
feet of
more
you.
like
Double check.
nice knife.
That's not what I call your
More
mom.
like nice night. Because
You can
it's
spend one
calm.
spirit die as a bonus action on your turn. Do you
Creature within
5 feet of you? Yeah, okay, fuck. Right.
Can't do
Eat it.
it. So, Ice Knife, what does it do?
1d10 damage for the first part.
So, it's a
Um,
ranged spell attack.
yes.
Okay.
And let me just, sorry, I had it here, then I have something else. Servers, nice knife. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Cool.
Yo, I'm within 5 feet of the thing.
If it hits this,
It's too late.
Oh, wait.
well,
This one? or
5,
this
5,
one?
5. This one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
sorry.
it's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit the other
It's
guy.
gonna hit Leaf.
But he's
He's in the square with his weapon.
You
so-
made the call. Go for
Alright.
You made the call. You did it.
So excited.
Live with your actions.
I will live with it.
Leaf.
I'm still getting used to these
The
things.
nice thing for you is you're still learning what they all do, right?
Yeah.
You kind of just went like ice spells. Ah!
I
Ice
could miss
knife.
too.
So first attack.
Oh, it doesn't get into modifiers, right?
So you add your charisma and your proficiency.
So it's this number, right? The 14 or the +2?
It's the +2.
+2.
Okay, just
Plus
make
your-
sure.
plus your
First
proficiency,
time
which is
good.
+4, not +3.
It's +4 now? Okay.
Yeah, you leveled up.
So it's +5?
+6.
+6. Okay.
4 plus 2 is 6 plus whatever you rolled.
Okay, so 16.
16 total.
Plus 6.
Okay, 22.
22.
Yeah.
22 hits.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 1d10 for the damage
Yeah.
against the creature first. And you were attacking the one closest
Okay.
to you at the bottom of the stairs, or
this-
the one that's right in front of Allura?
The one in front of Allura.
Okay. Alright, so one in front of Allura. So it takes 1d10, so go and roll the damage on that.
Then a one hit leaf then. It's 5 feet, right?
Yeah, it's 5 feet, one square in every direction. So you're gonna hit now a leaf and Allura.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I wanted to hit this one.
Okay, so if you're hitting that one, it's the creatures that are adjacent to that, one square in any direction, take the explosion of the ice damage.
Right, so this is the 1d10.
So the 1d10 just hits that creature.
That one, okay.
So damage on this.
10.
Okay, so it takes 10 points of damage. It falls. As it falls, the ice knife explodes on the ground, impacting both Leaf and the second creature.
Right.
So what did they have to do? They make a dex save?
Yeah. Yeah, make dexterity saving throws.
You get
And what if they-
advantage.
Oh,
Oh, not advantage. You
I
get
got a
plus
+2.
2.
I'll take that.
Dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, so if they succeed on their dex save, they
What's
do not take
what's
damage.
the save?
Oh, you should have done it closer to me because I have my dex.
It's alright.
I
I did what I did.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was gonna hit both of them either way.
Yeah.
So is it my spell? It's my spell attack mod.
Spell save DC.
Spell save DC. So it's proficiency plus charisma. So that's 6 again.
8 plus proficiency plus charisma. You
Right.
should just write it down as the number. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the easiest thing. So it's 14.
Okay.
So 14. The creature fails with a 12. Leaf.
Sorry, 14. Do I get the things that are near you?
You get the plus 2.
Fuck yeah, I got 15.
Yeah! Risks are great.
So Leaf, you kind of just hear less. Yeah. Shut
Well,
and then you just hear,
what the
oh shit,
fuck?
Leaf, duck! And then you just duck out of the way as this ice explodes, shattering out. It does hit the creature, so roll 2d6 on that.
What the fuck?
That's a 5 and a 3.
Okay, so 8 points. Nice. Creature's still
It's easier to
standing.
be to say that. Alright.
Creature's still standing, but definitely looking hurt.
Cold damage if that does anything extra.
Yeah, it's just that it doesn't take reduced damage.
Perfect. I would have been resistant.
Okay, so that's your action. Now you've got your bonus action and your
Swear to
movement.
God, don't do that again.
Bonus action. I don't think you can bonus action anything.
Bonus action for you is pretty much like second wind or fainting attack. That's about it.
Does have advantage on the next attack, right?
Yes, against your creature within 5 feet of you,
Right.
which is only one currently.
Yeah, so I'll do faint attack against him.
Well, it's also almost dead.
Oh yeah, so fuck it.
You're good. Okay,
I'm good.
Top of the round, Doctor.
Cool.
And then Hope you're up next. So,
Couple pews into that guy.
the one closest to Allura.
There's the one left. Yeah.
No, there's two. So that one's looking almost dead. The one that's close to you, and then this one is looking hurt but not too bad.
Cool. I'm gonna try and drop the one closest to me
Go
first.
for it. First attack.
Okay, well that's not the worst in the universe. It's a 14. That is the worst.
14 misses.
Okay, other one into him. That's cocked. Get back here. That's still not gonna do it. That's a 12.
12 misses as well. Yeah, Doctor, you're trying to like weave the spells between everybody. You're kind of enamored by the fact that Bless is casting spells.
Oh,
What the fuck's a fighter doing casting spells?
my baby boy's growing up.
Yeah. So that's gonna be your turn. Leith, Hope,
I can
and Spawn.
change.
I'm sorry, Spawn is dead, so it's just Leith and
I
Hope.
can change.
Up to you, friend.
My little baby
I went
boy.
first last round, so I don't mind if you go first.
That's
Yeah, I'll go.
So you've got the one adjacent to you, which is looking on death's door, and then the one that's adjacent to Allura at the bottom of the stairs, that is looking hurt but not too bad overall.
I will try and end this one that I'm closest
Go for it.
to.
Make your attack at disadvantage.
It's been on there for a long
Because
time.
it took the dodge
That's why
action.
if you draw
So that's
top
all
of
it
like
can
this,
fucking
or when
do.
you
Well, with my great sword, that's still an 18.
18 hits. It's got 7 hit points, so you just kill it with your modifiers alone.
This one? Dead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dead.
Alright.
So you've got your movement, and you can make your second attack against the bottom of the stairs. If you
Yes,
want to do that.
please.
Go for
Can
it.
you...
Slide over. Slide them over. Perfect. Awesome. Make your second attack. Also a disadvantage.
That one is a 14.
14, yeah, just misses. Alright, so solid strike there is this one. I mean, it's because all it can do is take the dodge action over the course of the next 20 seconds or so. Just attack after attack going into this thing, it finally does fall. All 5 of them are dispatched just for sake of brevity. Because it can't, it literally can't do anything. It can't move, it can't engage any of you. It's essentially just like cowering on the floor, trying to dodge out of the way of stuff until it falls. So,
Can I
go ahead
see
and...
Most
if
people
I
do that when
get
they
a
see me.
d20 just so
Not
I
as
can... I did.
satisfying. You know.
You did?
No, I
No,
didn't.
you didn't. Okay.
I was like,
Cool.
I wanted to...
So, with the last of the vampire spawn dispatched, quite a different turn of events from what you're used to fighting
Yeah.
the spawn, especially the last couple of times when you've interacted with them. They've been a little bit more difficult. Casimir basically cowering in a corner at this point. He healed up, but he doesn't have a lot of stuff left, and he's holding it off for bigger fry.
I want to look at this amber block I'm next to.
All right, looking at the amber block. It's a very, very pristine, clean amber block. You see a bit of a shimmer inside it, but nothing else beyond that.
Can I run up to the doctor and be like, "But don't do that."
I'm gonna touch the block.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You reach out, and you just kind of like, don't do that. You just go, fuck you. Buh.
Elise is horrified. Kaylee thinks it's cool.
Same.
Nothing.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Oh, maybe I have to.
Interesting.
No,
Liv, you should try touching the block.
The
You
doctor
touch the block.
I
telling
ain't
the truth.
fucking rolling the dice.
He seems like genuinely upset
Okay.
about the fact that nothing is happening.
I want to touch the other block.
Walk over to it, immediately slam your hand.
I go out and touch the one that the doctor had touched.
Walk over, put your hand on it.
Guys, we're gonna fight right now.
Okay, I want to touch the one Casimir touched.
Walk over and touch the one that Casimir touched.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Seems to happen.
Casimir, what the fuck?
Casimir, you used all the juice in this place.
Did you
Well, I
not,
feel like there's definitely a
did you
joke.
not hear the voice?
No.
I mean, I had a voice.
No, Les, that was me telling him not to touch it.
Oh, right. No.
As soon as I touched the block, I heard a very deep voice telling me what I had said before. Perhaps, I mean, it is a gift. There's a chance maybe it can only be given once.
Oh, I suppose that would make sense.
That makes sense.
How did... Can you repeat again how you knew to touch the block?
Well, I didn't know how to touch it. I saw a shimmer in the block and instinctively put my hand on it, and then I started to hear the voice in my ears.
Les, when did you learn how to cast spells? That's new.
Also, get better at aiming. Either way, thank you for the heads up.
Hey, I'm proud of our little watery baby boy.
Sorry about that. It's kind of a new thing. Do you remember a while ago when I wasn't feeling so great?
I don't. I'm surprised you didn't come to me if you weren't feeling good.
I had...
You were getting when you fainted after attacking the.
Yes, after our last attack on the statue and fainting and feeling just very strange,
Sorry.
confused, a lot of cold sensations, not really sure what's going on. This premonition, image, illusion, I'm not really quite sure what it was.
Is this why you were asking about dragons?
Yes. This dragon, I guess, came to me in a dream, calling himself Ostilian? Ostilian.
Can I make a...
Do any of us recognize
Yeah.
that name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can all make history checks, except for hope you are.
Because I've already tried.
Oh, holy heck.
Nope.
Where my history is.
Did that happen in the Underdark? No. No idea.
So that's a 23, Jordy.
23?
Yeah, 21.
21?
15.
15?
9.
9.
Lol.
Spiders!
None,
You know, the one that
none
made
of
you
you
sad.
actually
Yeah,
know.
that one.
None of you actually know. The name for you two definitely sounds draconic in
Yeah.
some way. You know, maybe there was a footnote in a book written at some point that you might have read that might have had that in there, but no real indication or knowledge of what it was.
Hope you didn't. You don't recognize this. You're the one who's most knows dragons the most.
It's
The
a
one thing
dragon.
you do know is that it's not a religious dragon in some way.
Oh.
It knew my family's name.
Is it like a patron of yours? Something like that?
I mean, we Strahtings don't really worship dragons. We worship ourselves, mostly.
That does make
I
sense.
did hear you worshipping yourself the other night. Anyway.
Yeah, you know we can all hear that, right?
Oh, less. Alright, less.
Just the splashing of
Oh.
water.
Sometimes I get very lonely, alright? I don't appreciate you spying on me all night.
We're
I
not
am
spying, we're
Do you see the
listening.
size of my ears?
I
It's big.
need a lot of room.
Just sit down.
Shall we,
I mean, when you don't go for it, weird things happen like this!
hey,
Like
bringing
icing
it,
yourself.
bringing it back,
Yeah.
this
thank you.
place seems tapped. What do you want to do?
I want to go up these stairs.
Shall we go up the stairs?
I'm
Or-
so excited
That's the
to
only
go up
exit
these
to this
stairs.
room besides where we came from, right?
Right.
Can I
Okay,
take a
one
look
second.
around for any secret doors?
Yeah, go for it. Make a perception
And
check.
buddy,
You
you,
have
and
the
me are going to
longest
have a
secrets
magic
as
talk
well.
later.
No, no.
We're going to see if we can't make your magic even better.
Investigation or perception? Did you say?
Perception.
You know, I
No,
know
that'll be
this
a
person.
6.
The 6?
They had some real
Yeah.
crazy ideas about.
Can I see what Alara's
Yeah,
doing and
doing this.
also?
Yeah, making a perception check.
Was there
They can help
anything
you.
else in those
It's not
crates that
technology.
this dwarf came out of?
No.
Digging through the crates, you're pulling out rotten earth, damp.
Those guys are weird.
mud.
Gross.
That's about it. It seemed to be like some kind of maybe gestation
Ew.
box for them. That's about
15.
it. 15. Looking around, walls are hard amber. There's not a whole lot that's going on in this room. Tastes earthy,
Alright.
a little crystalline.
Alright, let's go upstairs.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Allura, do you mind turning that thing off for a minute? While
Or
I'm
now.
walking?
can we hit the dimmer
I'll
switch
dim
on that
it. I'd rather keep it up.
Alright. But I mean, we're not going to be very stealthy with that on.
There's a dimmer switch on that thing?
I'm not going to be very well. I'm not going to be
I
stealthy
don't.
anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Alright,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Well, unless.
We were
Either
just
you go in
screaming, like-
front, or and I go behind, or I can go in front and you can go behind. Just
I might help
Are
him take
you?
up the front.
Is your bow? Question about your bow. Does that still work when you're not holding it?
oh yeah, if it's on my body, it'll let me know if we're going to be
Perfect.
surprised.
I think
But
that you should go first then.
it's not really like it's not going to tell me if there's enemies nearby. I just can't be attacked without knowledge, really. So I can react to it, but they can't come up on me
Okay.
with a dagger. But That's right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right. But sure, I can go. I don't mind going in front.
Alith, I'll take pace with you.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So
I want to touch more amber.
I can take up the rear.
I would have been right beside
Taylor.
Alith anyways.
Can you turn it down enough that you can be beside me though? I thought that as minimum I had to be
minimum is 10 feet.
10 feet away from you.
Even when it's dim?
Yeah, that's the. It should say the dimmest it can go is 10 feet of bright light.
Reduce its radius of bright and dim light by 5 feet to a maximum of 30 feet or a minimum of 10.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
10 feet of bright light.
Okay, so yeah, I would go at the
Middle back.
yeah,
90 feet of front.
whatever the closest I could be to Alith without causing her harm.
Essentially 15 feet.
Comfort. Alith, you have like really red eyes now. Oh.
It's more so just that the hood is pulled.
Yeah,
real
Alith is
far
like-
up.
Alith looks like she's been hotboxed.
I got some
already.
boys.
So,
Yeah.
Alith,
Every box is a hot
making
box.
your
Try
way
hard.
up the stairs, you see in front of you a stone, probably library.
Oh.
20-foot high walls, 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. Covering the ceiling is a fresco that depicts angels being set ablaze in the 9 hells.
Okay.
Good.
A black marble railing staircase that you stood up, and against the gray wall stands a 10-foot tall black marble bookcase. On the shelves of the bookcase, and you notice it actually continues around the further you get up the stairs, are hundreds of well-preserved tomes in differing colors. Embroidered rugs, chairs, and lit candelabras fill the southern half of the room.
Yo.
Oh dear.
I am immediately going to go in here.
I just hold
It's
it
essentially
on
the
back for a
same
second.
room, one
Just
floor
up.
up.
There's a reason
Okay.
that those candelabras are lit. Just give it a second. Is there anything else in there?
You do notice specifically the absence of any doors,
Except for...
It's like a dead end.
except for the staircase going back down.
Cool. Let's go.
Should I?
Hang on just a minute. Do we have anything that can detect a creature?
Also, there's that Wanda secrets. Found a secret door.
I do actually think this would be a good room to use that in, but
Yeah.
what I'm specifically wondering right now is if there's any way that any of us can tell if there's someone hidden in here, invisibility or something like that.
We could also just shout. I mean, why not?
The only thing really that you know of would be the weapon of warning, essentially warning you
Yeah.
about to be
Yeah,
attacked.
because divine sense.
The
is
Bilbo-
works,
Bilbo
I can
sense.
see.
Okay, at the doorway, is there anything that looks
Sting
like it could be
sense.
traps or?
There's no doorway; it's just the top of the stairs.
All right. Well,
From the top of the stairs.
the
Floorboards.
stones at the top of the stairs.
Ah, yes. Make a investigation check.
Can I
I've
assist?
learned my
'Cause I'm
lesson.
there?
Sure. You're
Cool.
behind.
Thank you. Investigation. You said?
Begrudgingly assist because I just want to go in this
I know
book
you do.
place.
That's a pretty good rolls. 22.
22. Carefully touching the floorboards, running your hands across it. Doesn't appear to be
It's all right.
trapped. Seems to be
All right. You're a little squishier than I am. Just let me step in first, and I just take a couple of
Fine.
careful, cautious steps into the room.
The ceiling falls down.
fine. Nothing happens.
Cool.
All right.
I will follow and immediately start looking at books.
Okay. So you start pulling books off of the walls. There's assorted different covers, different sizes, colored spines, some bound in leather, some bound in assorted types of skin.
Cool.
You start just pulling books off and opening them up.
It's a leather.
I'm in the meantime kind of looking at the walls and looking for secret hidden passages or anything like that.
Face like a ghost.
So I'll get you to make a perception check.
I'm going to say I'm specifically looking for things that may be aiding me in certain patron duties.
Okay. Looking at other books, there are no words on any of the spines or the covers.
Okay.
You open up the first book, leaf through, every page is blank.
Oh, fascinating.
Second book, third, fourth, fifth, all the way down. You essentially pull out a whole row of books,
Oh.
sorted different places, every page, every cover, every spine.
I run my finger over it.
But they are all made of different materials for sure. And some of them are kind of like stacked together as if they would maybe be volumes, but there appear to be no information in them.
Interesting.
Something in here.
Looking around, perception check.
16.
16. You do notice that there are 2 secret doors inside this room.
Sweet.
And now I get to use my super cool things.
At this point, with the rest of the party have arrived.
So we're just gonna fix this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh wait, sorry, this one is actually
I'm
correct.
guessing you guys would have finished traipsing up the stairs at this point.
I imagine so.
Oh my god, the room is destroying itself!
The room
In
is
the
just
Inception, they're just folding.
Oh my god.
Leaf, there's books.
Oh, this is very The sounds are not.
You like those,
good
right?
sounds.
Oh, yes.
so.
Not as much as mushrooms.
Yes, and
Oh god.
Oh my god! Come on, stupid thing.
I
Do you want,
drug
like,
up and
how do they
looked
get
to see
out?
if the
How-
books were
They just
good
kind
and
of like
dedicated
fold
to
out, but it's okay. So, one secret door you find is right here. Ha!
Whoa!
Yo.
And then the second one is on this wall.
Mamma
I won't bother
mia.
doing that because it's a one-time
Yeah.
use thing. But there's a second secret door on those two sides of the room.
Okay.
And you find the
Secret
mechanisms to be able to
door.
open them. It's a little bit easier on the inside. You would imagine that the doors would probably lead to this room, so somebody would normally have to find a way in here in some way. But they do appear to lead.
So I
out of the
found
room.
something. I'm not sure if I found everything. You might want to use the wand, but if not, no worries. There are at least 2 secret doors in here.
What is the? Sorry. What does the?
You can expend a charge to find any traps or hidden
Doors.
Or is
So
it hidden chests as well, I think?
Traps, or I believe it's secret doors.
Yeah, secret doors or
Okay.
traps. So
Maybe I found it then.
yeah.
Okay. So you're in the room. Candles are all lit. Books are all empty. 2 secret doors in front of you. Which direction do you want to go?
Son of a
This way.
Yeah, that way seems
Do that
Yeah,
one?
I'll
Okay.
do that one.
Stick together, guys.
So pulling
Yeah,
open the door.
for sure. We'll be going together.
It's the guy shitting.
Whoa.
Pulling open the door, you reveal a 30-foot descending staircase that seems to dead end at a blank wall far below.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, it looked like in here there were blank walls, and look what we found. But for argument's sake, though, maybe we'll peer into both of them before we go down.
I would like to do that.
Yeah.
So looking down the staircase, it is complete black, completely dark.
This one?
Correct.
other
That
one?
one. This
This
The
one.
one we were looking
Yeah,
the
but I
one
can
on the
see
other
down
side.
there.
So for that,
Yeah, but I can see it in there.
This is the bathroom.
Can you though?
the door rumbles aside, and as it does,
Oh,
this
no.
15-foot high room contains the trappings of royalty. Ornate furniture, exquisite rugs and tapestries, and decorative statuary. Everywhere you look are lit candelabras atop small tables, and the beauty of the decor is undone by thick dust, cobwebs, and standing in the center of the room is a decrepit skeleton clad in tattered blue robes. It turns and red pinpoints of light burn in the skeleton's eye socket as the head rotates. Do I know you?
No, we're
Hello.
just leaving.
Hello, good to meet you.
Who are you?
We are travelers. We've come seeking knowledge with our friend Casimir here. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this guy out.
No, knowledge. Power. You're here for power and knowledge.
Sure, yeah.
Is this like a
Oh,
Ghostbusters
hold
thing?
up, dude. What?
Casimir is. Casimir is.
We're here to learn.
I'm not lying.
Well, it's not untrue.
He's lying.
We don't mean any disrespect, but can we ask who you are?
My name. My name.
Do you have
Just
like
a second.
Do you have like a restoration?
Shit.
Yeah.
In the floor below, amber tombs, the entities, vestiges, trapped within them. They have their deals. Effortless power and knowledge beyond your wildest dreams, but at a cost. And he kind of like looks around and sees Casimir behind you, and just that one seems to have accepted a deal already.
What's the nature of these deals, friend?
Dark powers, dark deals, dark costs.
Cool.
I'm just gonna kind of look at my hands and like really be very doubtful of what I agreed to in my dream.
Hey, buddy, don't worry. I got something that can help you. No
Did
problem.
you take their deal?
I don't know. And he kind of like looks at his hands, at his skeletal hands, and kind of like almost gets like a little audibly freaked out by his own hands.
Do you know the name Strahd von Zarevich?
Get his memory back.
Actually, I don't.
Is he a friend of yours?
He is not.
An enemy?
Oh yeah.
The name does not ring any bells.
Does a waterfall
Pretty cool at this
mean
point.
anything to you?
A waterfall. A pretty thing, but
A dangerous thing. Sometimes.
perhaps I do not know.
How long have you been here?
Sorry, did you say waterfall?
Yeah, that's how the mad mage got like thrown down below the waterfall. Or the mage that Strahd fought.
Days,
Slaves the stage.
months, years. And he just kind of trails off.
I was trying to read some of the books in your library. They're all blank.
Books.
Out here, and I
Books.
sort of beckon to it to
And he kind of like
come out.
kind of pushes through the door, and you can see that he's almost like he's definitely stepping, but almost seems to be like floating a little bit off the ground. His robe's kind of just
I like
rolling
this
across
guy.
the ground.
Really uncomfortable.
Just kind of like looks into the room and books, my books, your books. Whose
They're
books?
they're
Yours,
over
I would
here,
assume.
next to your chambers.
May I?
You may.
Please.
He takes one of the books down and just kind of. There's nothing in it.
We were wondering if you could explain that to us.
I don't know.
Maybe we can help you jog your memory.
It's all gone.
We were strangers in this land. We're learning a little bit about it, but do you feel like you may have been a magic user?
And he kind of like looks at
It's like
himself
that,
with the robes, and it's just kind of like. He like flexes his hands a little bit. And it's just like.
I like this guy.
Perhaps
Do people call you
I don't
mad?
know.
By any chance?
Do you know? Does the name Ravenloft mean anything to you?
Ravenloft. No, a friend of yours.
No.
Enemy.
The place where our enemy resides.
Place.
Yes. It's
I
a castle far to the east.
mind is a bit fuzzy.
That's all right.
I don't remember.
Like a Baratok or Argonvost?
None.
It's all right. We're just we're trying.
Friends of yours.
Poker
Baratok is a
I love
place.
this guy.
Argonvost, in a way, a friend of ours.
I do not know.
Does he got anything to like do a memory thing on?
I know. I was wondering that.
Yeah, not today, but
Like a Skyrim question.
Is there anything
He
that
seems friendly enough.
we can help you
he
with?
doesn't remember it.
Is there anything that you want?
He doesn't remember he hates everyone.
I want. What do I want? I want to remember. I want to know. I can't. The words just stick in my mind. Just a fog.
Is there anything in your chambers that might help kickstart some memories?
And then the red eyes kind of look around a little bit and just. Light. Books. Friends. I do not know.
Would you be all right with if we have your permission to look in your chambers and see if there's anything that we can find? We're very
My
skilled.
chambers. Are these mine?
The chamber that
seems
you were
almost like
residing in.
he's-
Yeah,
The chamber I was in.
Old man skeleton.
yeah.
What chamber?
I love it.
Just
It's
over
my
here.
favorite
If it's
NPC.
all right
Kind of like
with
turns
you.
around and. I don't remember.
Very well. We'll do our best to
Can I, like,
assist,
see
and
if
then
he's got like a name stitched on his on like his coat or
Like-
something.
let me just tuck your label in.
I
Yeah.
certainly
You could
have
try
a
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I make an inspection check on him to see if there's any sort of like telling sign of like if he was
Detail.
affiliated to like an order or
Sure.
Some sort of
Make
thing.
a perception check.
perception?
I was just gonna say, do I recognize what kind of undead he is?
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
close to a 20, but it's that's a 10.
10. Not really. You notice there's a couple of ink stains on the robe. Very old, like ragged, decrepit, molding, like things that take years
Ink
of rot.
That seems to be the theme of this place.
So probably like.
Sorry, what was yours again?
Do I recognize what kind of undead he is?
The skeleton. He is literally a skeleton with burning red eyes.
Love it.
We'll just go actually.
Okay, so maybe inspection
I
of
am
his
so cool
chambers
with
to see if there's anything else in there.
Yes,
so
I'll go
stepping
with
into the other room, you see the amazing, gorgeous pieces of ornate furniture. Most of it looks relatively intact, but covered in layers of dust. And again, no other doors in the room that you can see.
Okay. Is there anything? Are there any secret panels in the wall
Perception check.
or anything like that?
I'll assist.
Yep,
Thank you.
advantage.
I have 9 to perception, so let's hope that.
Actually, this would have to be separate rolls because you can't help because of the blade.
Oh right, we'd have to do
Because
it
then
separately.
Can I assist?
Oh,
You could
let's
assist
do
them.
that.
So,
This one is cocked.
I'm just asking this dude general like math question.
They're the same. 20, unnatural.
20?
Yeah.
There do appear to be 2 more secret doors inside the room.
Fuck.
Oh.
So you walk in, and essentially you're up against a wall of 20 feet on this side, and there's doors at either end of the wall going in both directions. The rest of the room is just a large circular, appears to be bed chamber of some kind.
There's
Very,
no-
very finely outfitted, but that's it.
Nothing
Can
in any
I-
drawers or anything.
Yeah, can I take a look around the room, investigate
Yeah,
for
looking
some-
around the room, you see very, very fine rugs, very fine
Any, like,
pillows.
hiding places for fun, fancy, expensive things.
Yeah, looking around, these sides are pretty good. You don't really see anything. There's no drawers or pullouts of any kind. It's just a bare table.
Okay.
Nothing anywhere really to be hidden inside the room. It appears to just be a living quarters for
Okay.
whatever.
Which
this
door
thing
first,
is.
guys?
So, Hope, how do we feel about? So, what are we just standing like y'all dipped off, or we're
And
just? like,
he's essentially just in the other room, just like looking at the spines on the books, and every
Okay.
once in a while he'll just like take a book.
I'm just
down.
gonna sort of
Look at
babysit
it,
this
put it back.
thing.
Yeah, because
Did you touch
Oh,
one of the
right.
amber blocks by any chance?
The books.
Yeah, how did he know about them?
The gifts that they offer.
Did you receive
Dark
them?
Gifts.
Good.
I don't remember.
If you touch them again, would anything happen?
I don't know. Where are the blocks? Are they
Downstairs.
downstairs?
Okay, let's not give this guy ideas.
I don't know. He seems nice.
I don't know.
I like
Perhaps,
him.
You know what?
but I'm not sure.
Where is everybody in relation to everyone else? Are we in separate rooms?
So there's 2
Yeah,
different rooms.
y'all
So
are.
Elite and the Doctor are
You're in
the
Skeleton's
looking
room,
for
and
the
we're
doors.
in
Okay.
library place.
You're in the. You 2 would be in the room with the skeleton guy.
Yeah.
You 2, I don't know. What
And
rooms you wanted to be in.
Want to hang out with this skeleton?
He seems killable. I like him.
I think we should stay together, you guys. This place is.
yeah.
Do you think we want to go down one of these?
Are we sure we want to take
Doors?
this thing
I
out
would
of its
love to.
fucking room?
If all of these doors are currently open,
Well, you haven't opened any of them. You know they're there, but you haven't opened any of them.
Can I listen at both of them to see if I hear anything from the other
Sure,
sides?
make perception checks.
I'll listen at the other one if you want to listen
Sure.
at one.
Sounds good.
Someone's screaming.
Okay, you guys, let's, because we're in a room, like, they can hear, we're all in within
Yeah.
hearing distance of each other, right?
Yeah.
You
Nice.
guys, what are we?
Like speaking normally, yes.
Yeah.
If you want to speak quietly, you obviously wouldn't be able to be heard by anyone
Well,
else.
you know, I think
Okay,
we've
we'll
already
leave-
been
Which door were you taking, Lily?
I'll take either, whichever one.
I'll take either. You pick
Yeah.
one. I'll pick one.
Okay, so I'll go on the left-hand side.
So you open the left-hand door.
I'm
No.
gonna listen at it.
Oh, sorry, listening at it. So
Yes.
perception check.
19.
19. Doesn't appear to be any sound on the other side.
Cool. I was listening at the other one and I got a 20.
No sound.
Cool.
Okay, what are we, you guys, what are we doing?
well, I think-
We just had 2 major battles. You know, we're all hurting a little bit. Maybe not you.
I'm
Doctor.
okay as far as
You're fine.
my health goes. I am a little depleted on spells, but I do have a few left.
We can also
think
just
that
go
our-
down these secret passages and come back to see the old man when we don't. As we can check what's down there.
I'm also curious within, because rereading or rethinking my skills. Divine Sense also lets me know of any place or objects that have been consecrated or desecrated within 60 feet.
Automatically? Or when you cast it, for instance?
When I cast it, yeah. And it is, yeah. If these doors are open, I might be able to use that to figure out some
Well, you
things.
could also do that in here and see if there's anything
That's what-
special to Mr. Skellington here.
This, okay, first off, call him Dave. It's a friendly name. I'm just
Do you
gonna-
mind if your name is Dave?
Dave.
Yes. You seem like a Dave to me.
I don't remember my name. Is this my name?
Yes.
It's your nickname right now.
It is
Dave.
your name for now.
Dave.
Until we figure out
Just to
what your
give
real
us
name
an
is.
easy point of reference for
Yeah.
you.
Dave. And the jaw kind of clacks a little at the sound of it, but
Well, the V's really hard to
Yeah.
make without a
Dave.
Well,
Love it.
Dave.
if you open the doors, or we decide to open the doors, I will pop.
100% opening the door.
Yeah.
okay. Which door? You got left
I
or
was
right?
at the right.
You were
right.
the one on the right.
I was at
I'm not going to open a door at the same time as the doctor. If he's opening one, I'm
Oh,
going
no,
to
you're on the right.
what's happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you go and try to find a mechanism to open the door, and you actually can't find one. There's definitively cracks in the wall.
Yeah.
The door would be able to
One of
open,
them books is probably a
but
lever.
you don't know exactly how it opens.
Did I know, or did I just spot it?
You just spotted the cracks in the wall. That's about it.
What about the one on my side?
Yours, you do see that there's a definitive press, essentially, that you can
Does anyone have anything to open it magically?
I just used Mage Hand to open it.
mage hand to open the door.
Yeah, just a little pop.
So everybody takes a couple steps back.
Not the one that I'm at, right? You're using mage hand on the one that's in front of you. That
No, because there was no opening.
There's no
for
opening
yeah.
mechanism.
Only for the
that.
one that you
There's a
went to.
mechanism on your door. There's no mechanism on
okay,
yours.
yeah.
You have
Then
no
sure, go
idea.
ahead. And I'm gonna
Saying
get a
no,
couple steps
Dave,
back from the door
process
as
that.
Doctor
Leaf,
opens
I
it.
think we should stay together.
Stand behind me,
Could
Could we
Dave.
shut the door behind us?
If we're gonna go down, then yes.
Yeah.
So
But we're not going down yet.
Okay.
mage hand is cast,
Yeah.
pressing the latch to open
Yes.
the door. As the door latch is found and pulled, hundreds and hundreds upon humanoid skulls begin tumbling out of the alley behind the door.
So
Bones
bad.
cracking against each other as they finally form a large pile that's now
Dave,
blocking the
it's
door from
worse.
closing. Rumbled off to the side, and they just started to cascade out. There are hundreds of them, cracked and shattered in different ways.
I'm gonna.
wanna
Dave,
I'm gonna turn over.
are these yours at all?
You just kind of like float
Are
through
these
the
yours?
No,
I think it's about time for a rumma sale.
for friends of yours.
No.
No, Dave, they are not friends of ours, Dave. Are they
Okay.
friends of yours?
Is there anything past the skulls that I
They
can
past the skulls.
Okay,
They
just
currently
like-
completely block and have it and created like a
That's
5
fucking
foot
great.
gigantic pile in front of it that they still appear to be tumbling out from as you take a couple of
Okay.
They just keep tumbling.
That's very funny.
It's a good bit.
That's a great.
Would you describe?
Hey, look, I'm Dave.
Would you describe anything behind those skulls as being in total cover?
Everything is behind the skulls as a total cover. You can't even see the fact that there was a door. You know there is one because you opened it. But the whole entryway, everything looking past that is just skulls.
It's like
You
Mr.
want to
Burns
use
with diseases.
you want to use double magey handsies and scoop the skulls out of the
I
doorway?
think I'm good, but I
In,
appreciate
like,
the offer.
3 hours.
Why not?
Well, there's just more.
Because there's better and more important things you can be using your newfound magic towards.
It's using your mage hand.
Oh shucks. But
I'm
isn't
really
that things
curious
behind the
what's on
skulls?
door.
Hey, is anyone else worried about Dave?
Yeah, I
Why
want
He's
to
just kind of
remember
like
it.
Why
picked up
are
one of the
you-
skulls and is just kind of looking at it and picks up another one and,
Alas, the poor
Leaf,
door.
what
and
is
like
your
throws the
concern?
first one behind him and grabs another one.
It seems cool.
It's
I like
because
it.
he doesn't remember anything.
Why don't you use your
Well,
divine
they-
sense now, and then maybe something will ping in the library?
They have to expel one of their
Yes,
abilities to cast a
spells.
spell.
Oh, it's
And
not
it's-
my spell slot.
No, this is just an ability.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
but you're
Sorry,
only able
I
to do it
misunderstood.
once.
No, I can
You
do
got
it.
a few more now.
I've got a few
Oh,
per
okay.
day.
Okay.
Wait, so
Alright.
is there another door on the opposite side from where we
I'm
are?
betting that the one of the
Hey
steps
guys,
is a lever.
guys, I was having a conversation
Yeah,
with Leaf.
it's all good. We're there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah, I don't know. Dave seems a little friendly given the circumstances,
Right.
and I can only help but be moderately suspicious of him based on every other thing we've run
Yes.
into here.
Yes.
And his entire fact that he's friendly with us is because he can't remember anything. Dave, you seem like a great person, and I'm sure you are.
You mean you don't trust the skeleton? We just found behind a hidden room in a creepy amber temple.
But the furry said that there was no master of the temple, that they were long dead.
So I wonder
Yeah,
if Dave
Dave
is the
looks
remnants
pretty-
of somebody who opposed Strahd, who's been kept here.
See, that's what I was thinking. Is like maybe this is
That's
like
why I
a
was
cool
asking
guy.
him about the things we learned about the mage who opposed Strahd.
Did he say waterfall?
He
I
said
couldn't
it was
remember
pretty.
100% if it was the waterfall, and my notes are really extensive. So
Did I actually have that written?
I do remember that the mage was had an affinity for lightning, or he died in lightning, something like that.
Yeah, he
Right.
was killed by lightning.
Jordy,
Killed by lightning.
can I make my way to the library and like with
Yeah.
my own hands start
Oh my
looking at the
God.
books and
I
then use
wanna-
mage hand to like rummage through the other books,
Wait.
looking for any book that would be like stuff that's not coming out easily.
Hey,
Spend a good couple of minutes doing that. All of them easily fall out. There doesn't appear to be anything that's any kind of a latch.
We are making the biggest
Oh,
mess.
I have something too.
I want to turn to the wizard. Or
Is this how you
to
use
the-
mage hand?
I want to turn to Dave and say, "Hey, Dave, is your name Wilfred?"
Wilfred. Is this my name?
No, we agreed on Dave.
What about Andrel? Does that sound familiar at all?
I don't know. I think that might have been the guy telling the stories.
Not a friend of ours, Dave. We don't know yet.
That's alright, we're just
My
gonna
name was
keep throwing.
Dave.
That's what we're calling
That's
it
right,
right
Dave.
now.
That's
Correct.
just your name
That's
for now,
right.
buddy. Well, we figure out your true name. There was another passage going downstairs.
Yeah, the only way that you currently have right now is you've got the door that you can't open, the door that's blocked by skulls that you could try to clear if you wanted to, and then the staircase that goes back downstairs.
You know what?
clear the
Yeah,
skulls.
let's- Okay, let's.
Well, sorry, the
you
two
wanna-
staircases. You can technically go back down into the room where the
Oh, I see.
skull.
Can I take a look at the door that's seems like it has no latch to it and
Yeah.
try to see if I can find a mechanism or a
Yeah, make an
like
investigation check.
writing or something that might indicate how to open this door? No. 14.
14. Looking around. Nothing.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
scoop
just
out the skull.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
For shits and giggles, I'm just gonna freaking pop Divine Sense.
Divine sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Dave pings hard. Like,
No, that's
so
true.
read divine sense for me.
Dave pings really hard.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
Okay. So what does it do?
Is he good?
Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
Okay, we gotta find something.
We're about to find out Dave is pure evil.
I
Put
mean,
him back in the.
Alright, Dave,
It's
well,
lucky.
let's put you back in
Everyone
the skull
is.
door.
Can I use your phone?
everyone in Valaki is evil. It's fine. Or Barovia, or whatever the fuck. Dracula land.
It's all the fucking same now. isn't it?
Dracula land.
Can I start just using mage hand to start scooping those skulls out of the way?
Weird question. Do I remember the Waterdeep? Do I really want to go after this?
Nobody got my movie reference.
What? I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, I was trying to go through
It's
my
okay.
notes for stuff.
Dave radiates an incredibly strong, evil aura.
Cool.
Identified as an undead spellcaster that you, knowing with your background, most likely some form of lich.
Cool.
What do we know about liches? Sorry.
Dave.
Nobody knows anything about liches in the party.
Shit.
My backstory has liches. It does.
It has liches, but it's more so.
I don't know how to defeat them in combat.
Correct.
Yeah.
You don't know any major information about them, except for the fact that they were sorcerers in life that gave up their
Sorcerers?
whatever, or not sorcerers, wizards, I should say.
No, I have something else I think it does.
But yeah, wizards in life
You killed my
that gave up their
grandma.
abilities, or they gave up their nature to become evil creatures that would transcend death.
Can I use
Shit,
know
when
your
when
enemy
we
on
try to
it
leave, it's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
can
like,
to suss him out?
Yeah. So
don't
what would you
think
like
so.
to know? So I'll say, because you've got lots of minutes that you can just observe Dave.
Just
so
start.
Yeah.
what all can you know, and I'll tell you everything.
Strength, Dex, Con, AC,
Just everything.
HP,
Okay, one at a time. 'Cause
Strength.
It's gonna matter. So hang on.
Strength. It's like
and it's like whether it's above or below yours.
No,
right?
no,
No, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
yes.
No.
yeah, no, yeah.
So whether his
Yes,
strength,
one spell.
so is his strength higher or lower than yours? Right.
Yeah.
That's the nature of what
Yeah.
it is. His strength is lower than yours.
Okay,
Dex. What is your dex?
13,
Is higher than yours. What's
Okay.
your con?
15.
Is higher than yours. From there,
AC,
AC. What's your AC?
17.
Is roughly on par with you.
Ironic.
Next.
HP,
HP is higher than yours.
174. And total class / fighter levels.
No fighter levels. 21 class levels.
Guys, this guy's our friend right now. Let's keep him our friend.
Yes.
I'm gonna quietly, just like, after observing him and kind of putting two together, I'm just gonna go to the party and be like, this guy is not to be fucked with.
Yeah, that's why he's our friend now.
Hey, Hope, why are
Sorry,
you looking at
18 I
Dave
should say, not
weird?
21.
18.
His challenge rating is 21. His level is 18.
Oh, is it?
Hope's lawful neutral. It's fine.
Let's scoop the skull room and get the fuck out of here.
He does appear to be, as best you can tell from what the interactions you've had, a lawful evil creature. But
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah,
Can
we're fine.
we catch Mage Hand now?
You go nuts, buddy.
Okay, Mage Hand, scooping skulls.
okay,
Out
so
of
you
the
start
way.
scooping the skulls out of the way.
With the Mage Hand.
Yep.
They just keep
30
they
seconds,
fill up
minute
the-
goes by, it keeps filling up, and then eventually you catch a scoop and one or two trickle out, but there does appear to be a little bit of a hole forming, and you start to continue scooping, and over the next 10 minutes, kind of pulling them out of the way, you do eventually clear the passageway.
Hey.
You do have the ability to see in further now.
The Mage Hand is gonna be a crab claw.
Room closet.
Good to know. So, looking through that,
your Mage Hand?
you kind of like instinctively look around a little bit and kind of like poke your head in a little, not stepping inside, just looking around. It appears to just be, again, a very, very tiny room with no other exits. And then looking around, you kind of look up just to see if anything's on the ceiling, and you notice that there seems to be an iron chest that's attached to the ceiling about 15 feet off the ground.
Ooh.
Guess he
I
has rope
want
trick.
to go over to it.
Okay.
And with Mage Hand, can I check for traps? I have to be up to it though, right?
Yeah, it's 15 feet away from you. You can't really check for traps at that distance.
Alright.
The best you can do is try to open it.
Is there like a hill? Is it like...
No, it's a 10-foot room.
And there's a ceiling.
And it's just a 15-foot ceiling, and there is a chest attached to the ceiling upside down.
It's not. We're
Alright.
a friend.
We're gonna die by Dave.
No, it's a friend.
That's it.
I'm gonna call the party into the room for a second.
We can't all
So
fit.
only one other person can go in there with you.
I'm gonna call
Maybe-
Leaf into the room with me.
10 by 5.
Okay.
10 by 5. It's just 2 squares.
I'm just gonna turn
Okay.
to Dave. Dave, you stay. Hang out with these
Or
fine
Leaf.
folks.
I'll hang out with Dave. It's cool.
You kind of point out the chest and leave. You
Don't
look
say
up,
anything weird.
and there's just it's an iron banded, appears to be iron lock. Closing it together. It's not an external lock. It's a lock in the chest itself. That does appear to be closed and is at least holding itself closed.
Okay, what's
You're
up?
pretty good about the undead. That guy, I don't get good vibes from him at all.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
There's a chest that we had to scoop millions of dead skulls to get to. I have a feeling that if we open this, that guy's memory might come back pretty damn fast.
Okay, then, see, and you said that as we were talking on the way here, you mentioned that he's, like, really strong and, like, really...
I don't know too much about liches for some reason, but I do know that they're really strong, so...
do we wanna potentially fight Dave? Because I really can't right now.
I don't think we could.
I'm gonna be telling
I
jokes
mean-
to Dave.
Whatever is inside that chest, it has a locking mechanism in it. It doesn't want to get out. It's potential. We could try to lead Dave away from said room, maybe make him go down to the block square and open the chest in case it pops him back up, at least not in the room with us.
I think this place is making everyone a little screwy. There's a lot of easy power here. And I don't think power's supposed to come that easy to us. Guys like Dave, just gotta leave me, yo.
Do you think we should open this chest or leave it be?
I'm pretty heavy on the leave it be train. I'm gonna kind of like look back at Dave. What's he doing right
I'm just telling
He's gonna
jokes.
peek in, and he's just kind of like. The jokes that you're telling, he's like a couple of them, like the very rudimentary ones.
Are these
he's kind
friends of
understanding,
yours?
And he's just kind of clacks his jaw a little bit
It's all
and seems to
bone
laugh.
jokes.
And that's about it.
Yeah,
For the record, Leaf is not enjoying that.
yeah, I don't know. I think we should just leave it. It's my opinion. Yeah.
Alright, I won't touch it then. I'll come back up.
Appreciate the
So you're back in the
talk.
library.
Well, actually, I don't search the walls to see if there's any.
Sure, perception check.
Oh, there's a third
handy.
door.
That's cocked.
Perception. 18.
I really like Dave's voice.
Yeah, there's another secret door on the opposite.
Yeah!
Right.
I only got a 16. Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, this is
No,
in a
this
different
is
room.
the
This is in the little tiny.
After all the
There's
skulls were
another
scooped out.
fucking door.
Oh.
Yeah, you go through the secret door. You look up at the chest for a little while, and then you kind of like look at the wall, look up at the chest, look at the wall, chest, wall. As it adjusts to the darkness a little bit, and you see just a tiny shaft, like sliver of light underneath the door.
There's a shaft of light.
You look down,
Tiny
and you see a
bit
tiny
mighty.
shaft.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you
Right.
might want to. Do you want me to go get some people that know what they're doing? I'll go take care of Dave.
You go take care of Dave. I mean, I have my mage hand now. I can potentially open the door and be away from it.
I'm just gonna
Looking around a little bit, you do see that this one does just have a very simple.
I'm gonna
push
scoot
mechanism.
over to like Olith and Olor and be like, "Hey, Les found a door in the broom closet."
And I'm going to use
Right,
mage
this is
hand.
now like 2 rooms away though from Dave.
Yeah.
And the rest of the party. That's
Right.
too many rooms away from each other.
No, I'm scooting.
I'm going to use mage hand.
Wait, so I'm gone now? So you're by yourself doing this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'm going to wander over and follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You see me
Les,
running
you're
out.
with the doctor.
Hello.
I'm
Just the two of you?
Yeah, but we're away from the doorway.
Yep. So you push the button for the door. Rumbles aside. You don't see any light coming from the room on the other side. Looks
I
like just a
have-
bare stone floor.
Oh, is it like dark?
Yeah, dark.
I have dark vision.
Amber walls. It's a very narrow passageway. You can't really see anything on either side unless you step further in and
Cool.
take a look closer.
I'm going to ask Rick to take a pass through just to...
So it kind of passes through, invisible, all these things.
Yeah.
So he passes through into the room. Nothing going on here, boss. He kind of like looks to the sides, and looks to the right, and some kind of a weird step.
What's going on, buddy?
And you can like hear his thoughts a little bit, but his thoughts kind of get muddled, and you don't know exactly what's going on.
Cool, I'm going to go in.
Okay. So you go in. A bare stone room consists of a foyer where you enter, and looking to your right, you see a small shrine. Candlesticks draped in cobwebs stand in the 4 corners of the foyer, and in the shrine, a faceless obsidian statue stands in a raised alcove on your right. Slumped before the statue are 2 desiccated corpses in tattered garments and a fully visible Rick. 2 pairs of alcoves line the north and south walls of the shrine. As you do, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You essentially just see him step into the room. Nobody else knows anything.
Right.
He steps into the room.
That is a 14.
14. Your vision sharpens on the statue, like looking at Rick and like, what is he looking at? And you feel a strong pull on your legs as your right foot just shifts forward, and then your left. And then you begin to smile and make your way across the room towards the statue. And as you get closer, the smile widens and you kneel beside Rick, essentially in the desiccated bones of the corpses, holding your hands together in prayer to the statue.
Oh. Guys, there's a cool statue in here.
None of you even know. You literally saw him look into the room and go, Rick, what's going on? And then just smile and move into the room. And you have
What?
no
I
clue
didn't-
what's happening.
I didn't go into the room.
No, you saw him
could
do
see
that.
I saw him go into the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
you saw him do that. You saw him smile, turn to his right, and take a step. And that's it.
So this is how the
My-
party TPK is. We all end up smiling to a statue.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cool statue.
My jimmies are rustled, y'all.
Ooh, this is fun.
I'm gonna go after the doctor. I'm like,
Well,
what are they doing?
none of you know.
No, I know, but I'm like, I'm good.
Well,
I think I would,
well-
I would have wandered into
Less
the room
you know.
to...
So what are you doing?
Leaf
Well, hold on. So,
Because Leaf came out to
to
tell
get
us.
to
Yeah,
get us.
To tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
So
at
you
this
would come in
point-
and you would see Les
she,
standing
Les,
there.
but the
Yeah.
Leaf told them about there's a new room with a chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing about the doctor.
No, I
And
said there was
we-
a
Right.
door.
There was a door, and that we're all
was it.
spread out so that we should move together.
Right,
Was
so
the
you
point
move
of
into the
that?
At this
room.
point, I'm kind of like, I guess I should see what they're doing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Les, you would essentially be the first person to act. Are you going to go run and get them, or are you just, what are you doing?
Well, if I notice, like, if I can hear them going, like, coming towards us,
Yeah.
I'm
You would
gonna
be able to do it.
wait by the entrance and just like once I see them come in, be like, hold on, something weird just happened,
Okay. And then you tell them what happened.
and I tell them what happened.
Okay. So you all know now that the doctor took a couple steps into the room, looked to his right, cocked his head, smiled, and then took a step forward and vanished from sight.
And it wasn't his usual smile either. There was no jokes or weird dick jokes or anything. He just fucking smiled and walked in.
They're clever.
Doctor?
Well, I have advantage against being charmed and pretty good resistance against things like this. Maybe I'll go.
Do we
see
have
if it's
anything
okay.
that could kind of buff us up against something
have
that might
a-
be hypnotic?
I have a ranger trait called Iron Mind, so I have proficiency in wisdom. So I have a 10 plus 10 on my saving throws.
Holy
with
shit.
bonus.
Whoa.
This is the thing is you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right. That's metagaming.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But like I do
Doctor?
know. So I, as a drow though, I do have proficiency, or I have resistance against being charmed.
You
And
do know that you are not as susceptible
yeah.
to being charmed as some of the other races. That's what
That
you
sounds like
Well, I'm hearing that the doctor was like smiling in a weird way and moving towards something. I'm kind of extrapolating from that like he fell under the influence of
Something happened to him.
When I called out to the doctor, do I get any response?
No.
Rick? Doctor?
No sound.
Well, we can't just leave him in there.
We could.
we're gonna find
I mean, we're not going to just leave him in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay. So
No, hold on. If I'm there, okay, before you go, and I want to pull out some rope.
Okay.
Oh, smart.
I want to pull out some rope
Yeah.
and rope Alith to myself.
Okay.
All right. So you can pull me back if I start to do weird
And
things.
if you don't come back in like right away, I'm pulling you back.
All right, I'm fine with that.
How about this? When you walk, take 3 steps into the room. Only 3. And then come back.
Okay.
If you take more than 3, he's gonna pull you
That
back
being
in.
said, I want to like have a knife ready if I start getting pulled in there.
Yeah, you
Weird
wanna
that
be
I
able to
just
cut it.
like yeah.
Just put the removable rod in front of you.
True.
Yeah.
And
Call
it
sign.
crushes
I
your
don't need to be
insides.
I don't even-
Okay, how's this? I mean, this is the best I've got. We're just gonna give it a word, and if I don't use that word, like ask me what the word is, then you know I'm charmed and not
Just
myself.
or
is
like
bird.
tug the
I was
tug
actually gonna say
the
raven, but
tug
Consider.
the tug it because if you've got
Don't I tug it when
you're
you
not
want?
able to speak.
Okay,
if I
let's see
know.
what happens.
All right, let's.
Go.
I'm going.
This is
And I
fantastic.
let
So
him.
wrap that around yourself. Leaf, you anchor the rope to yourself.
Sneaking as
Very,
well.
very slowly.
Yeah.
Take a step in. You know that the doctor moved to the right. So what are you doing
I'm
as you start to pass
stealthing.
in? Okay. So
And I'm gonna
stealth
just
check.
peek around the edge of the.
This is how we all die.
Are you looking to
edge
the
of
left
the-
or to the right?
I know that the doctor went to the right.
Doctor went to the right.
Well, I'd probably look both left and then right to make sure there's nobody
So looking to the left,
hidden.
you do see that it kind of opens into a fairly larger room, and there are 2 sets of double doors, both closed.
To the left.
To the left.
Okay.
Looking to the right, as you kind of peek your head around the corner, you see the doctor and Rick kneeling before a black obsidian statue. And the same thing happens to you. Your vision kind of clarifies on it. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You do not get advantage on this.
I don't normally have advantage on it. I just have proficiency.
Your Fey ancestry means that you have
Yeah,
advantage on saving throws against charm effects or sleep
Oh, I don't get
effects. You
advantage
do
on
not
this.
get advantage on this.
Okay. Well, that's not great.
But it's still high.
But either way, 25.
25, okay. You manage to tear your eyes away from the statue as you start to feel your
High
feet moving
save.
closer towards it. You know it exists. You see the doctor and you see Rick kneeling, both hands on the ground, or both knees on the ground, hands in front in prayer, gigantic smiles upon their faces, and their eyes just locked on the statue.
Okay.
Alith, what do you see?
There's some kind of statue in here that has some kind of really bad influence. The doctor's in a trance, and so is Rick. I'm gonna see what I can do to get him out of it. And I'm aware that the statue is
You're
what
aware the
caused
statue
that.
is there. You looked at the statue and you managed to tear your eyes away from
But
it.
I'm aware
and
that it was trying to like.
something about the statue seemed to essentially be drawing you in.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and grab the doctor without looking at the statue again.
Okay. You reach down and you manage to grab onto the doctor's shoulder and then his arm and try to pull him away from the statue. I need you to make contested strength checks.
Oh, well.
Oh
boy.
You're squishy.
Here we go.
Oh.
I'm just big
That's a
roll.
1.
16.
16. You do manage to start to pull the doctor away. As you do, your eyes kind of... No, and you instinctively reach out. I need you to cast Eldritch Blast at Alith.
Oh, shit!
Both attacks.
Both? Okay.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage because it's within 5 feet,
Okay.
but you're doing everything you can to stay
So
where
2
you are.
disadvantage.
2 shots at disadvantage. Correct.
So number 1, that one is cocked. Well, that's a 12.
12 doesn't hit your AC, right? Yeah,
And the other one? Oh,
Oop,
come back. Where'd it go?
where did
I got-
Annie's go?
I got.
Thank you.
Hey, can we just put a fucking pin in searching for shit after this?
Good. One is a 19.
19.
Okay, that does hit.
Alright,
Yeah.
roll damage.
Yeah.
It just gets blown back.
That's 8.
8. So you take
Okay.
8 points of force damage. As the doctor instinctively grabs the rod and just like over his shoulder just fires 2 blasts at you.
Okay.
We
I don't
roll
lose
this
hold of him though,
commotion.
do I?
You still maintain hold of him and you're still dragging him, you're forcefully moving him.
Okay, so do I know, does the doctor need to move his hands into a specific way to cast spells?
In certain spells, yes. The whole thing really, there is no way to stop a spellcaster from casting spells because they essentially just need to trace a finger. Unless their hands are bound like
And I was gonna
ropes around all their hands.
Try and
Yeah, it's more
catch
so
a
that they
hand
have
or
to be
something.
like in gloves that are secured around. Like think the way
Now we have
that
to carry you back.
like mental
Yeah.
patients' hands are secured to make
Okay.
sure they can't scratch.
Elise, are
fine.
you okay
So,
in there?
But you
Ow.
do manage to
You're
start
a
pulling him
bit
away.
shocked.
I'm gonna try and pull him not backwards, but like around the corner to like break the line of sight that he
Yeah.
has with the statue.
So with forced movement, you're able to move him half your movement speed, which would be 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
It is 15 feet to get from where he was kneeling to where around that corner is, and he's just randomly like trying to cast another spell, and then he manages to break that eye contact, and immediately, and your normal self is back.
Oof.
Hey, is everyone good down there?
yeah,
It's,
Yeah, you see the doctor being physically dragged around the corner, flailing his rod around, Eldritch Blast energy starting to
Well,
cast.
you know.
Put that away.
Put that rod away.
No.
so maybe we don't go around any more corners by ourselves.
Oof. What,
Yeah.
anyone get the license plate of that truck?
That, whatever the. Okay, like, are you guys
Ow.
coming back? Or-
Yeah,
okay.
I'm bringing him back around the corner.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Do you remember anything?
Would I remember anything?
Really cool statue.
It's a really cool statue.
It's
It
really
sure
not.
Sounds like
It's really not.
Really, really cool statue.
Can
Yeah,
we
essentially, you remember seeing the statue and just all you wanted to do was make it proud of you. And do things to make it
Oh no.
make
Maybe
it
it doesn't
happy
go
with
out for
you as an
cigarettes.
individual.
Oh,
To
dude.
pray to it as best you could.
Can you get Rick back here?
Can I pop him back?
You can't, and he just kind of like. Fuck was that thing?
I know, right?
Okay.
I'm not doing that again.
No, me neither.
Hey, can we all agree on something? Let's leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I still want to check out these cool powers downstairs, apparently, but
I think there's so much in this place that we will get lost in here.
This place is.
There. So around the corner, if we can avoid looking at the statue, there are 2 big double doors.
2
But that
sets
goes-
of 2 double doors.
Sorry, 2
There might be
sets.
more of those
There's
fucking
that's
statues.
gonna be we don't know. I don't know who's really good with directions, but I'm feeling lost. In levels and direction in this place. We've gone through like 4 or 5 sets of secret doors and staircases. We know the way out. We need to go, you guys.
Hey, you
This
guys
is
want to
not.
take care of Dave real quick?
I think we should take care of this chest real quick that I'm seeing hanging from the ceiling.
I really
I
think
don't
that if
think that we should do that.
What chest?
there's
Real.
a chest
Look
on
up.
the ceiling.
There's just
Oh,
15 foot off
fuck.
the ground. Locked.
Looks pretty
I know,
fancy
I'm just-
though.
Oh no, I know.
Hey, what's everyone so much telling Dave to go in the corner?
I don't
need to
know,
Find his fucking.
I don't know.
I think we
Obviously,
should-
his memories coming back is not a good thing
Yeah.
for anybody.
I don't
We
know.
could rest and keep going. I mean, I think that maybe we try to find whatever advantages we can in this place.
I agree.
I think this place is evil. I
Yeah.
think that this sword was what we came here for.
Okay.
This sword was hidden here by Strahd, but it sounds like he's put things here, evil things, to keep them here.
I think the shit's beyond Strahd at this point. It's some weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Strahd also is the guy who makes all of this place, right? Like, he's
I
the.
think this is older than
This
him.
place is older than him, I think.
Said he's been coming here.
Well,
He has
yeah,
been coming here.
but like he's the master of the domain that is Barovia. nothing goes on here without him knowing.
I mean,
right?
we've been going on here pretty good. They're like, this shit's stronger than us.
All right,
He
let's
killed Strahd's minions, his right-hand man. Rahadam was his executioner. And he was lying in wait here, and we killed him. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be cautious, but I do think that whatever else is lying in wait, we can deal with it.
Could we do a test with Rick and blindfold him to see if looking at the thing causes it to take you over? If he just blindfolds
Or just
him and just
walking
goes
past it, you
towards...
mean?
Yeah.
Can I, Alith, take a step back the other way? I'm gonna like put the sword around the corner and like so it's you know like
max the brightness on
I
it.
think
Like,
it comes alive
I'm
and
doing,
eats
like,
us up.
this,
Like Fantasia?
and then like max
Max
the
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and just and it just really glows bright to the point that you almost can't look at
It
it.
makes a base boosted sound.
Like working on my tan.
Yeah. The TAH sound.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
It's just a cool statue.
Why don't
It's
you,
not just a cool
why don't you try
statue.
blindfolding Rick or block his vision
What
to see
did
if
it,
it'll control him if it goes past him?
I missed everything that was being said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you say?
I was
he's
saying
suggesting-
put like a blindfold on Rick, block his vision, send him into that room, and see if that will block the spell.
I mean, I can ask if he's cool with that. Like,
I mean, sure.
well, you're making Rick sad.
I'll make everyone sad. Please, we get the fuck out of Barovia.
anything to you, you promise you pop me back.
You got it.
Fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna tie a little blindfold around him.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Tiny blindfold.
Yeah, so you tiny little blindfold around him, essentially just ripping off his scrap of clothing. Put it on him. You kind of like, he's on the floor at this point, just like feeling around, trying to figure out
That's
where he's
fine.
going.
I'm just going to say, I'm gonna point him in the right direction,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, okay, I want you to fly ahead very slowly.
And he just kind of like flaps a little bit. Should something be happening? He's inside the room at this point.
Okay. Okay, good. And I'm gonna pop him back.
Okay, and he pops back to your shoulder.
I'm gonna
Blindfold
take
comes
this
off.
cute little blindfold
Honestly,
off.
y'all,
He
if
appeared
we
to be
just
unaffected, and he kind of rotated in place a little bit to see what would happen.
Okay.
He didn't appear to be affected.
Okay, so it looks like we can get past this if we just don't
What if
think
we-
it, don't say it.
What if
Yeah.
we crack it?
What?
What if we like?
If we crack it, they might release this fucking weird evil skeleton thing to get its memory back. We don't want to jostle anything that's near this room for him to get his memory back. I think it's a very bad
the
idea.
statue is attached to Dave.
Who knows? It could be his spirit could be bound to it. There's many crazy magical things that are in
Dave's
this
just
temple.
sitting there
Is that a magical thing that could be a thing?
Is the statue?
No, like Dave's soul or memory or whatever being
His
tied to the
soul?
magic
You
of the
have
statue.
no idea. None of you have
This is some
any
dark
clue what the
magic.
hell is going on.
Okay.
He is, like, Hope knows that he is a lich. He should have all full capabilities, and for some reason, he does not have a memory.
See, like
That's all you know.
That's the bit
have
that
they shared
concerns
that with
me.
us? Have you let us know about?
I assume so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm also
I went to
gonna need
crack
to.
my knuckle and I like
head out.
slipped
We
off.
need to wrap up.
I'm not doing so good.
That's
Yeah,
okay, friend.
okay, that's fine. So we can call it there if you want.
Don't worry.
Do you want
Closest
to?
to and
It's been
12
a
minutes.
decent enough
Yeah.
time at this point with kind of clearing everything out.
Go for it.
You
we
could
can
find a
run
way
over if there's,
to
like, we run up against
take a short
fight or
rest if you
something.
want
Don't
to,
worry.
or take a long
Take care of
rest.
yourself.
I would like that. Yeah, I wouldn't.
If you
I
want to
wouldn't
take a
complain
long
about
rest,
That would probably be best.
are we?
Yeah.
Do we want to wrap things up now, or do we want to?
that. I don't mind going for a little bit
I
longer.
was gonna see how you're feeling because you're not doing so hot
I'm not
either.
doing so hot, but I can survive for another
Maybe
half
we-
if we want.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of up to you. You know how to get past the statue at this
Yeah.
point. There are 2 sets of double doors that you can continue on through there. There is the secret staircase.
There's a secondary secret staircase.
I
that we
kind of want
haven't
to go down
gone
the
down
secret staircase.
yet. I mean, I think we're at these double doors. Maybe we should just go past this stupid statue and do it now. Come back. But
Okay, I'm not. Either way, I'm not picky.
You kind of you know that since it's now based on vision, essentially, as long as you don't look at
Yeah.
the statue, you're
basically,
good.
you just
so
do
you're
this.
just doing horse blinders,
That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
and off to the side. And so all of you begin to make your way into the room. No issues at all.
what a second consensus because I know Allura was kind of hesitant about this. Do we want to try and find a place to rest? Do we want to finish? I vote personally that we keep going, but I'm not here to force anybody to do anything they don't want to do.
I'm okay to keep going.
We gotta be smart about it, but
I agree.
I think that we're more depleted than we think we are.
It's up to you guys.
I mean,
I think
I'm
as
doing
a
okay.
as
but
a group, I'm fairly injured. I know that all of our spellcasters are
I'm pretty dry
Fairly.
right now.
fairly tapped out.
Doctor, how about yourself?
I'm doing great. I've got my spells.
Okay.
I've got an extra spell if I need
I've
it.
got a couple of extras. I'm
I've
not
got
completely
maneuvers
out.
too. I'd say we go past these double doors, see what's on the other side, and then take a long rest after that.
That suits
Work it
me.
out.
Sure.
So we
Alright.
vibe alright.
Emmer, take care. Hope you feel better soon.
Feel better.
Bye.
So, you got 2 sets of double doors in front of you. You got the staircase. What do you want to do?
Let's crack those.
I think we should crack the doors.
So, a set of doors on the left.
But we're not just gonna like walk through them.
No, yeah, obviously.
Checking for
listen.
traps and listening.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing that, I'm guessing.
I can
You
listen.
can
I
listen.
can do whatever takes perception. I don't know if Allura, you want to check for traps.
Okay. So
I've
you kinda
got
do
some pretty good
you.
perception
Yeah.
as well. So
You kind of do your thing. So whoever wants to do it,
Okay.
whoever wants to do whatever, let me know.
I'll do it.
Okay. So perception check for you.
Sure.
Okay. So make a perception check.
Oh, that's great. 20.
20. Listening.
Oh.
No sound from either sets of the 2 doors.
Cool.
I'll check for traps.
Check for traps. Go for it.
Unnatural. Oh no, 25.
25.
Ooh.
Looking at both sets of doors, both appear to be untrapped, unlocked. You can kind of just push them open a little bit.
All right.
No pinging from my bow.
No pinging.
Okay.
You're up.
Let's do it.
Okay. Left or right?
Left.
Left. Pushing open the first door, you see a very, very small room, only 5 feet across. You look over just around the door, you see an arrow slit that leads down over at the front, a main chamber. Essentially, it's an extra arrow slit that just is right above and just behind where the statue was. Nothing else
okay.
inside the room.
Any secret doors or anything like that?
The room is too small
Yeah.
for
Okay.
anything.
Or
that's
any like
us.
hidden.
Yeah,
yeah.
any hidden compartments, nothing, looking around as best you can. It's just the arrow slit. It appears to be some kind of an archer's watch post.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, right door.
Right door. Door opens. For that one.
As you.
As you open the door.
Yeah. I just want to roll initiative.
This
Dave
is
shows up.
the opposite black marble balcony that overhangs the temple. The floor of which is 30 feet below, and nearly half the balcony has fallen away, and all these cracks have formed near its ragged edge. It does appear to be strong still, strong enough to step on, but it's essentially a cracked, half-broken balcony. And you know that this is the one that mirrors the fully intact one that you were on the other side of the statue.
Oh shit, okay, so
So you're essentially back in the main chamber, back on the
Oh.
second floor.
then that that staircase that was back there, that probably just farts us out.
Yeah.
You would imagine, based on the length of the staircase and how much it descended, there's probably a secret door behind the statue
Yeah.
that would then lead to that staircase, which takes you upstairs.
Huh.
That you just didn't find it. Because
Alright.
obviously you were fighting everything, so you weren't looking for secret doors.
Maybe we should just get the fuck out of here.
Hang on just a second. And I.
There is also, a set of double doors on your right. So
yeah,
now that you're
there's
out
two
on that
sets
balcony.
of double doors. Right?
No, you've already been through
Oh,
the
okay.
second one. So now you're on the balcony, and there's the ones that you've just come through, and on your right is a new set of closed double doors, and you see the flashing, or the
Green lights.
the green lights.
Yeah.
A little bit further along. It looks like there's another room there before you would engage with the
Oh,
If it's
flame
mirrored
skulls.
exactly the same as the
Yeah,
other one, there was
exactly.
It's
There was
exactly
an
the
entry
same.
room.
There was that room with the amber golem
Okay.
on the other side,
What's
but
up?
on this one, you do see that there is some faint firelight underneath, and it does appear to be firelight, not the green flames like from the flame skulls.
Okay, do
Good
we
fire.
want to just fucking...
No, I want to see what's in here. There's there was firelight where Dave was as well. There.
Very, very small. You would imagine it's candlelight.
Is Dave
Up to
just
you guys.
following us right now?
It's up to you. What's
No, I think we just leave
Dave
it
was just left in that room
in the
by himself.
library.
Yeah, he's
Oh
just
my
kind of in
god,
the library.
guys, we just
fucking
made the new
books.
BB sheet right now.
He's just
dump
in the
them all.
library, just kind of like chilling out a little bit.
Just open
And you
the
kind of
door.
notice that as you leave, like, you kind of look back around the corner, he seems to almost forget that he ever even encountered you.
Bye,
It's like his
Dave.
memory is very limited.
We found the mirror balcony that has fallen
Yeah.
away, and there's another set of double doors with firelight below it.
But not green firelight,
not the
like
green
scary
fire.
skull things.
You know that there's the hallway along that side that's got the now 2 remaining flame skulls
Yeah.
in it, but there does appear to be a barrier to that, where they don't seem to be able to go beyond a certain amount, and so there would be a room there of some size, and you see there's a little bit of firelight underneath.
Can I listen at the doors?
Listening at the door, no sound of any kind.
We've come
do it.
this far. Let's
That's
fucking
what I
open it.
feel. Let's do it.
Yeah.
If it's one room.
But we'll check for traps at the doors first.
Sure. Who's checking for traps?
I'll check. For
Oh,
traps.
cast guidance.
And a D4.
Guidance.
And a D4.
You didn't say
Can I
guidance.
And a
assist?
G4.
Okay,
No,
thank
because
God.
of the sword.
Oh right, that's right.
17.
17. Door doesn't appear to be trapped. Appears to be unlocked.
Okay.
Wait,
I will.
get Les to
Ah.
Alright.
use Mage Hand on the
Les.
store.
You cast Mage Hand?
The
Crabby
the
crab
ethereal water crab claw just just goes in.
Pushing open the door, you kind of like glance in a little bit, making sure to like look away if anything catches your eye that's a little too weird. You see torches and sconces illuminate a fully set dining room table in the center of the room. Covering the table is a magnificent feast that fills
Do
the hall
not
with smells of cooked
eat
meat, sweet vegetables, piping hot gravy, and pungent wine.
Do
Holy
not
shit.
Yeah, no.
eat
This is how Dave lost his
the
soul.
food.
We cannot. There's nothing in here is good for us.
Well, can we
I
can we
love
look
this
about the
place.
room to just to
Yeah.
see if there's any?
Yeah, looking around,
Items
the
or
feast
anything?
looks, smells inviting and real, and all of your stomachs start to churn a little for proper food, like some of the best things you've had in a while. The torchlight flying across the room. It's all there in front of you, but looking around the room, if anybody wants to make checks for anything.
I do.
Yeah. Perception checks each.
Yeah, I'm looking for hidden doors, but also maybe like any sense that there's someone else in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have been looking not for hidden doors, but for like hiding places.
I actually really like the idea
perception
that there's a
check, perception
wizard that
check.
just hid past the giant feast off.
Find nothing.
17.
17.
Well, I mean 11.
11. Okay. Looking around, your stomach's grumbling. You're hungry for some real food, and it looks real inviting, but you know not to touch it.
Let's go back to Christ.
You looking around the room, kind of looking for secret doors. Kind of press your face up against one of the walls, and then glance back at the table. And the table, for a second, kind of shifts, and you see like a little bit of what you're used to seeing with the torchlight coming off. It's like just out of the corner of your eye, the furthest edge of your periphery. Suddenly, the light and everything on the table, except for a single silver jug, are gone.
I'll share that with the party. Do it. So when the table comes back and I see the full thing,
When you turned it,
is
turn
that
your head
same
again,
jug still there?
The same jug is still there.
Everything on this table is an illusion, except for this one silver jug.
Interesting. Does the jug look fancy at all? Just a regular old jug?
The jug looks pretty fancy. At a distance, it looks like it's got frolicking people on it, all different races that seem to be like in mid-cheers.
I have an idea. Can we put it into the book of identification? What do we
Go
think?
touch it.
Sure. I mean, well, no, I just need to
No,
describe
No, you just
it.
need to describe it and look
Oh,
at it.
okay.
And
Yeah,
throw
You
it
don't
out.
need to pick it up or anything.
I
if you want
can
to.
if you want. We have.
I think we've got only two left.
We
I mean,
do,
we
but
could
I mean,
go back.
we could
We're
get a
going back to
thing
Malaki
that-
after this to
That's
get
true.
Victor, aren't
He
we?
wasn't gonna sell us both of the books. He was like, no, I need to keep one. So I think it's very
Maybe we
unlikely
can
that
make
he
this
would
one.
sell us his
But perhaps we
second
could buy a
one.
few more pages. Maybe
Yeah.
not the whole book.
I'm sure that'd be fine.
Okay.
Did we remember if the pages would work? You have to buy the whole book, right? You
No.
can't just buy the pages.
So you can buy the pages.
Yeah,
We
but
can
you
make
could
trade
absolutely
pages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It would be individual items that get identified, so that the pages are part of the book. You can't take pages out of the book, but items can be
Can't
identified
someone
within
just
that.
cast
So you can
identify?
essentially pay
Right.
him
Nobody
to
has that.
identify
Right, we have
items
to
as
go.
pages, but you would have to get
Right.
the actual.
I
Yeah,
don't-
we
I didn't
can't
think
buy
it-
single pages, you guys. We have to travel to Velaki to get him to identify them for us.
Correct.
I guess I'm
have an
thinking
issue with that.
if this is like a massively elaborate illusion set here, it's worth knowing if that thing is something we could take with us. It's going to be helpful.
Does it look magical?
Looking at it,
for you?
make an investigation check.
Okay.
Actually, no, perception, because
Can
you're
I
not
cast
touching it.
guidance on him?
Sure. So you got guidance D4.
Sorry, I'm just gonna see if Les can.
Okay. That's not necessarily bad. Investigation?
Perception.
Perception, sorry. 18.
18. Looking at the jug, it looks pretty ordinary from the outside. Kind of like getting it as best of you can of the inside without touching anything on the table. You just catch the glimpse of a single rune on the inside, and you try to find any of the other ones, but the light is in a weird way. You can really only see the one. It does appear to be magical in some way.
Can I read that rune?
Yeah, the rune appears to be. Actually, make an Arcana check for me,
Okay.
because it'll matter.
Oh,
Oh.
nat 20.
That's 20. Okay. The rune is.
Do you want my bonus as well, or?
Yeah, it'll make a difference.
So it's 30.
Okay. Yeah, the rune is a essentially a transformation rune. Turn something into another thing.
Okay, so this is definitively magical. I'm going to share that with the party.
Yeah, as best you can tell, there is something definitively magical about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, even if we identify this thing and it's something useful, we still have to touch whatever's on this table in order to take it with us.
Well, we would just have to touch
Just the
that.
jug. I know.
Or we could have someone's new baby boy mage hand pick it up.
That's true.
That's right, that's my boy.
You essentially just need to be able to see where your mage hand is, so all of you could leave the room.
Yeah, unless we like peek in. I vote. I know that they're valuable pages, but I do vote that we identify it before we
I think that's probably wise.
try that.
Okay.
What
So
do we
you wanna
think?
try
And they're
identify
100
it
gold each. We
while
have
it's on
like
the
a
table?
million of those now.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Okay. So go ahead and make a check.
I guess
Oh yeah, we're way,
Yeah,
way
guidance
more
was
wealthy
as well.
than.
We are.
Did we get the list of things?
Oh, that's
So we
fine.
decided what we were.
It's a massive, like basically it's more coinage than you. Than
We
you
did.
would
I
ever
put down
use.
everything in group loot that we could take while still being within weight restrictions for
Okay.
coin,
Okay.
which actually wasn't that much. We're pretty.
Just go to Victor and clear him
25.
out of that
25.
carpet.
So you
All the
do
money in the world.
write in all the details about the item as best you can. You do eventually get a response from the book as to what it is. The item comes back as, strangely enough, a jug of wine. And what it does, any poisonous liquid poured into this jug is instantly transformed into an equal amount of sweet wine. A
Yo.
creature that grasps the jug's handle can command the jug to fill with 1 gallon of wine. Once filled, it can't produce more wine in this way until the next one.
Free wine.
So,
Essentially, if
Get
there,
wasted!
if there is a poison, you can pour the poison in, and the poison becomes wine.
yo.
That also means
Personally, though, I love the description on the bottom of this because this one is a homebrew item. I love this.
Though lost to the ages, this silver jug depicts early humanoids partaking in revelry and celebration,
how dare
displaying each race holding glasses and smiling. When splashed with wine on the exterior, the silver shifts, and the figures hold their glasses aloft,
That's cool.
seeming to cheers and toast each other.
Fuck it, if you're into it, I'm into it.
Voice actor Jesse O'Connell.
Hey.
It's also the natural state of my voice right now. Cool. I'm gonna use my mage hand to pick it up.
Okay, so you're all outside the room.
Outside the room. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Mage hand flies in, grasps the jug, lifts it off the table, and as soon as the connection to the table is broken, all the torches and chairs vanish in puffs of smoke. All the food rapidly crumbles to ash and dust and eventually blows away, rapidly coalescing into 5 vaguely humanoid figures standing around the table, each appearing to be a shadow extending from the ground connected to it. And that will be where we cut things off.
Yeah, we're gonna need hope for this one.
Yeah, this is going to be an initiative at the start of the next one, and there's going to be a fight with 5 entities within the room.
Nice.
But you do have the jug of wine.
Get some.
But you gotta take a wine, so.
Hey man, unlimited wine. We're gonna be very popular.
So you fill the poison, turns to wine.
So-
Can you like poison somebody?
Sorry.
No, the whole point is that if you have poison, so essentially if somebody serves you a glass of wine, you go, okay, cool, pour it into the jug and then pour it out of the jug, and whatever poison was in there is gone.
Right, so it's
How
like the
good is
ultimate
the
like
wine?
It's the ultimate
parlaying.
Sweet wine.
Yeah.
So we're about to-
accessory
sweet
because no one can
strawberry
poison
wine.
anybody else.
We're about to put
So
the
even
other
if
guys out
somebody
of business.
puts
Yeah.
poison into the jug, it turns it into wine, and then you can just go, wine, and it fills with a gallon of
Oh.
wine.
It has to be said that way.
What a dream.
Wine!
Wine.
Wine.
Another.
Wine, please! Thank you!
Hey, so actually,
Fine.
while we're here, what? And for anyone watching, what? We're taking a break.
Yes.
So yeah, so this will be where we take a
We
break.
really just want to explore
Um,
ourselves
Till
for a
the
while.
new year, it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna be taking a break to the new year, but if people are available to it on the 29th, do a battle royale.
I mean,
So wait, what is it? What does that mean? Like our characters are fighting each other?
Correct. So essentially, it's that you get transported to a pocket dimension within a pocket dimension. You get thrown onto a battlefield together with force walls around it, and I've created a whole battlefield with all kinds of stuff that's going to happen in there, and you fight each other, and the winner gets what I call a fate die. It is a single reroll of any die in the game, period. You can make me re-roll a legendary action saving throw. You can re-roll your own death saving throw. You can do anything you want. It's any die. So it doesn't have to be a d20 either. If you want to re-roll a damage die, you can do that. But you get a single die that you can re-roll at any point. And you can take either
My mage
result.
hand didn't
No, sorry,
scoop it
the
very
fate
well.
changes, so you actually take whatever the new result is.
Cool.
You can't choose. It's not like luck where you get to pick the better of the two. It is a very fun one. Normally I do these at every 5 levels, but we didn't have a chance at level 5 because we've been so deep into the story. But yeah, so this one at level 9 will kind of make up for that.
I'm good.
I feel like I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm into it.
I can do the
And
29.
honestly, part of it as well is how you play off with each other.
Yeah.
Maybe there's 2 characters that think they're going to die right out of the gate. Truce, cool. Fight each other. And they fight everybody
Let's
else.
use both of mage hands just to suffocate
Sure.
people.
Yeah, let's do that.
5 pounds of force. Oh no, this is so
Oh
hard.
no, I'm into
Jesse,
it.
is that you?
No, Jesse uses his bonus action to hold a bow. I use my bonus action to fire a bow with the mage hand, and then I can do other shit.
I
Firing a
love
bow
this
is
bit.
like 60 pounds of
Yeah, that's
force.
I've heard people do that with mage hand.
I
though,
think
which
you
when
might
2 people have
be
2 different mage hands, they can like
vastly
use their
over-
hands.
Those
to,
are
like,
DMs who like to break the rules of what mage hand
Hey,
does.
fighter, it might be more effective for you to just fire the bow.
I'm very obsessed with just cool stuff right now.
Okay, so just so you're aware as well, Mage Hand actually has a -3 bonus to strength. Like if you hit somebody, you're rolling a d4 -3. So
No, yeah, it's not
Man.
Bixby. It's not Bixby's.
it's not Big B. Big B is like 6d8, like gigantic fists thudding into people.
So wait, so we're...
So we're taking a break from
Yeah.
the campaign. But if we want to do the battle royale, I've literally got it all written. It is ready to go.
Nice.
I've got an awesome map set up that I can have in 3D
Whoa.
now.
I'm down, but it might have to depend on family plans for me. I can't say 100%.
I mean,
Similarly for me, not family plans, but just life shit.
Yeah, and so I think safe bet would be the 29th.
yeah, I think we're aiming for that if it works.
We can talk closer to
That's
it.
kind of the only time that'll
Yeah.
work.
the 29th
Is that
Well,
date?
the other option theoretically again is New Year's Day because I know for some of us who have
Tired
standard
or hungover.
jobs.
Yeah. I have it off, but Andy and I were gonna host
think
a
I'm traveling.
hangover brunch. But I mean,
Where are you off?
which you guys are all very welcome.
Oh, I'm
to
doing
come to.
Sacramento anime. Sac anime is what it's called.
If everyone here is busy,
Convention?
I could do chapter 1 of my Marvel story I'm writing.
Do that too.
With you, me,
do
and
the
Noel.
Rick and Morty.
Did you do chapter 2
Round
of that as
2.
well?
Yeah, watch
Chapter
that.
2. You watch the first like 20
watched
minutes
the
of that
first
before Cameron's like,
episode.
fuck this. He just shuts it off. He's like, it's too much to focus on. And I was like, yeah, that's fair.
Or you can just like in the first comment be like, oh, maybe not telling people there is no mod is not a good idea. Like
You
just be
just
like,
explain to the chat.
no, like what I'm saying is he could have been like, hey guys, like
Well, I
I'm not
gotta
going to be moderating
Oh,
this.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I-
Not our
Did you
chat.
just explain to the chat that we don't have a
Well,
moderator?
I was gonna say, like, I think, like, I know it's fun with a lot
Dicks
of
up in the
people
chat.
You're the moderator.
I know, I'm the
for
moderator.
battle royals, but like the less people, like, it does run like it doesn't.
Honestly, like
yeah.
4 people for a battle royale is
Yeah.
great because remember, you're also it's literally you all doing everything, and I just get to sit here,
Yeah.
right? Like you're kind of deciding everything. The only thing I control is the environment.
You're the referee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But
Team definitely would be the sneakiest.
we would be the sneakiest.
The thing here is, especially with the new sword, is like real interesting.
I
where
know,
you just go
I was
like,
like-
you're just like waiting around a corner for someone
Ah!
to jump into a room, and you're like, cool, attack at advantage, and just fucking go to town.
Hopefully.
So we'll figure it out.
70
Anyways,
points
Whoa.
of damage.
Yes, new record, 74 points of damage, reducing a
That was
66 hit point creature to 0.
In
One
one
hit.
shot.
Well,
Lightsabers
we were already
are
down by
crazy
20, but
things,
not
man.
10.
Are we still
From
streaming?
the sword too, so I'm still
Yeah.
claiming that.
We're still
Yeah,
alive.
and it
right?
actually healed
Yeah.
4 hit points by
Jeffrey.
hurting her
Yeah.
anyway.
Jeffrey
Just when
Epstein
it hit
didn't
you,
kill
it healed
himself.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, awesome.
So good.
So yeah, so that's gonna be it for this week. Thank you so much, everybody,
Thanks for
for an awesome
sticking around.
2019. It's been so
Yeah.
much fun.
Shit, yeah.
You guys,
We
we've been doing
appreciate
this. We're like, we started this in 2018, and we're going into 2020.
Jeez.
We're going into
Definitely.
episode 47.
This is our second decade of playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah!
We're so,
It's actually my
I was gonna
third
say we're
decade.
definitely in the like small percentile of groups that meet every week, relatively
Yeah.
every week, and actually have stayed together for this.
I know. It's
Yeah.
great.
Honestly, like, and this is the thing. I love the fact that both of the groups that I've started with people have stayed together for a minimum of a year. Like, everyone you talk to, it's like, oh yeah, we like fell into infighting after 6 months, or like
They've done pretty
schedules
good.
stopped working.
I was really close
I think this
to,
has also kind of helped, like, you know, keep us on track and like.
I think having a regular
Yeah,
schedule
I've
is
just been
good.
waiting to
I think
try
having
some.
folks who are cognizant of inclusive politics and non-oppressive communication styles is also a really big factor.
Agree.
That really helps with things like people working out their in-game conflicts. And
Yes, definitely.
Uh-huh.
I think also, I thought I legit thought we were gonna have TPK today.
Yeah, me
That
too.
fucking statue, man. That was. I was
It's a
just
cool
like.
statue.
I was like,
It's a
this is
fucking
how we all
cool
go.
statue, man.
It is some fucking statue.
Honestly,
I was like-
this is the
Okay.
thing is if Elite went
But
down
admire
to
the
that as
detail.
well, you said you had a plus 10 bonus. The DC on that was 16, so it wasn't super high.
Right.
But if you got a shitty roll and you ended up kneeling in front of that statue, that's
we would have summoned something.
no, you wouldn't have summoned something.
You're
That's
stuck.
2/3 of the party.
Oh,
Now essentially just stuck in front of the statue, not able to do anything.
Do you get any new
And
follows?
nobody else has any real big bonuses to
I
wisdom.
don't know.
Yeah.
Jody,
Right?
do we get any new
New follows? Not since we started streaming. Newest one, we had TZ Matic started following us 10 hours ago, so I guess earlier today.
Hey,
Yay.
thanks, friends.
And then yesterday was Dana Star. And then before that, Ron Page.
Right.
Ron Page.
The
Ron
best,
Page
the
is
Ronniest
amazing.
of the Rons.
Yeah, but no, we have some decent stuff in the chat, and responding to a couple of comments
Cool.
while they were here. And yeah, oh my fucking god, 74 dammies.
Dammies.
Yeah.
Okay, I
alright.
have to go. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
good.
to sleep.
Yeah, everybody
I
get
also-
home, drive safe.
Bye,
Enjoy your
everybody.
night. And we'll see you all either in 2020 or
Hey,
from that.
see you guys next decade, right?
Hey guys. See you in the future.
Oh boy. I knew.